on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, pension, savings, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 1-800-334-7304 for your free consultation and to see if you qualify. That's 1-800-334-7304.
Broadcasting live, this is KMA Talk Radio. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. With your hosts, Honest Abe, the mistress of morning radio, Erica Danielle, and Adam K. the Brewmeister.
I like to smoke them like Sir Winston Churchill, like John Kennedy, yeah. Remember Coach Red Auerbach, smoked up for victory, yeah. Well, you can take my wife, you can take my car, but you can't take my big cigar. My cigar.
Good morning, loyal listeners, libertarians, lovers of the leaf, and everyone out in the wonderful world of Radio Land. Welcome to another exciting edition of KMA Talk Radio. We are here broadcasting live in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. I am Adam K. the Brewmeister. With me, of course, as always, everyone's favorite host with the most, Honest Abe.
Good morning.
And KMA's mistress of morning radio, Erica.
Really?
What?
Every friggin' time.
What? You didn't like the emphasis on that?
And there's a mistress of morning.
You did peter down a little bit.
Yeah, you just kind of like died at the end, right? Yeah, like.
I need about a half a...
We have a very special episode of KMA Talk Radio today for our fans out there. KMA Radio today is being broadcast in front of a live audience.
Yes, it is. Hello. I come with an audience. What do you want?
We're going to start charging admission. There'll be admission.
Really? I see we've...
Yeah.
Paul's got his own.
Yes.
We're located in the live studio audience with a full laugh track, yes.
Yeah.
3 cameras. Actually, it's 4.
So when you come in with like your own groupies now? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Entourage.
I would ask my normal morning question this morning, but you came with a man and a woman today, so I don't want to put you like on a weird spot here.
I want you to put her on a weird spot. I want to hear it.
Christina showed up this morning, okay?
Sure.
What goes on at Erica's house?
Sure she did.
It's a den of inequity.
Don't you wish you
Hey, bro.
knew?
Kratom life. Kratom life.
That should be...
That was hilarious.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
I like that one. That was nice.
Kratom life.
You like that, right? That should be a T-shirt, man. Kratom life.
No, that's going to be the new button, the new stickers on the back of people's car.
I'm just
Tina, we need to get that going, okay? Kratom life.
Straight out of Kratom.
Straight out of Kratom. Oh, so that's new T-shirts we could do for the show. Straight out of Kratom.
Okay, here we go.
It's going to be another fun, exciting episode of KMA Talk Radio, if you can't tell already. Robert Caldwell of Caldwell Cigars will be here to talk about everything that's going on in the world of Caldwell Cigars. And his new The Tea with collaboration with Matt Booth came out.
A lot of collaborations going on in the industry lately.
Yeah, you know, it's, well, I guess people like working with other people.
I guess you're just getting bored.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Well, then why did you look at me?
Because you looked at me like I was supposed to say something.
No, you leaned up
sorry.
on the mic as if you were going to say something.
That's when I'm paying attention.
You to say something.
And then what comes out of his mouth? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
I wasn't listening.
Paul the producer.
Yeah.
And now you know why I bring an entourage. We need people to pay attention to us.
Really?
For 2 weeks, what did you do without me?
Hey, 2 weeks.
a lot of
What
fun.
We had so much fun.
If Eric is still on the show in another 6 months, we're going to need a whole audience room. They keep multiplying. You know, every month it adds on more people.
Oh, yes.
We're gonna have to do a reality show at her house the night before. Like,
Hey, maybe that's where we should hold the meeting.
we'll show up on location.
I could see that as a new Bravo show, the Kratom Queen. That would be like a great Bravo show. We should call Andy Cohn.
Living with the Kratums.
We should get living with the Kratums.
Keeping up with the Kratums.
I was just going to say that. You beat me to it.
Jeez. Come on, guys.
We might have a connect to Bravo.
I don't say that because I love Andy Cohn.
Do you really?
I really do. I would love to meet Andy Cohn.
A friend of mine is friends with Perez Hilton,
Take
and
the
apparently
name
him and
down.
Andy
Yeah,
Cohen are
they're
really
close.
good friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how good we don't know, but yeah. But I would love to.
Wow.
Look that up.
And now you know.
I think he's brilliant. I really do.
Andy, yeah.
He's brilliant.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody's seen his remake of The Love Connection. He's hilarious.
I only heard clips of it because he was on the Stern Show a bunch
He's
of times.
really, really good, man. They brought back The Love Connection, you know. Do you remember that show, Chuck Willoughby? We'll be back in 2 and 2.
Well, yeah, Chuck was hosting all those things, like Love Connection.
So they brought back the Love Connection with him, but it's got a cool little twist. You know, if the audience picks someone else other than who you picked, then you have a choice of either $10,000 and going with the stranger, the audience pick, or going with the one that you picked. And it's so funny how many times, like, oh yeah, we're great, and for that 10,000, yeah, you know, and they make that walk of shame across to the other guy. I think it's hilarious.
Oh,
it's actually a pretty good show.
Money talks, man.
Oh yeah,
Money
totally.
talks.
One dude actually proposed.
Really?
On the show?
On the show after their Love Connection date. Yeah, it was crazy.
That's disgusting.
all right, that needs to not happen. Listen, somebody says to take the gain down a notch. I don't know what's happening on the other end, but
Take the game?
the
What, do
sound.
we have actual audio technicians?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know what's happening. I'm just
You should
sharing.
apply to JVC Broadcasting. You know, we could use a technician.
That's not the name anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the name is.
Yeah, I saw the new logo.
He told me, but
Did you lower the gain? Do you know what he means?
I'm working on it.
That
Oh,
would
that's
be, on the other end.
Yes, take care of that. We here at KMA Talk Radio are givers. We like to give great stuff away every week here at KMA Talk Radio. Our good friends over at Cigar with the Cigar Caption Contest of the Week. Congratulations to Brian Karnowski of Dallas, Texas. He took home the Living the Dream ashtray as part of last week's caption contest. If you'd like the opportunity to win a Cigar M8 cutter in gunmetal, just head over to the KMA Talk Radio Facebook page, and you can post your best caption on the photo of the 4 young ladies standing in a line dressed for the rodeo.
Yeah, that's an interesting photo.
Yes.
For a second, I thought it was Erica in one of those pictures, but
Oh, really?
no.
You're so funny.
No, okay.
Ugh. Whatever.
I still haven't finished my first cup
Well,
of coffee.
drink
all right?
faster, Meanie. Gosh. Just saying.
I'm gonna. If anybody needs me, I'll be in the other room by myself. I'm gonna get a butter knife
Gonna
to
what,
cut
be
things
super
through
happy?
Here. Yeah. Every week, our good friends over at Recluse give away the KMA poll of the week. Last week, question was, "What is your biggest internet addiction?" 52.5% said social media.
I call BS on this.
Yeah, me too.
15% said YouTube. 15% also said gaming. Only 10% of you were honest with yourself and said.
It was like, when they were doing the polls for the election, no one was saying they were voting. Yeah, there's no way it's only 10%.
You admitted to your online shopping.
Oh, we need one of those. Oh, boop, ordered. Love it. 2 days it
Yeah, I
shows
do
up.
like that, but I still tend to just immediately when I turn on my phone, do you automatically go to Amazon or you go to Facebook?
No, I don't. I usually go to either my 8,000 emails, voicemails, or texts.
All right, well.
Congratulations
Boring.
to Chaz, the fellas of Coconut Creek, Florida. He took home the 5-pack of Recluse cigars for participating in last week's poll. If you'd like a 5-pack of Recluse cigars, it's easy. Just head over to the KMA Talk Radio Facebook page. Cast your vote in this week's poll. What is the worst candy ever made?
Yeah. Well, pretty much I think everything on this list is horrible. Horrible.
Candy corn,
Blech.
chunky,
Meh.
black licorice,
Also gross.
Love it.
circus peanuts.
Circus peanuts are like...
They're banana flavored.
Circus
The circus
peanuts. I mean,
peanuts?
who
They're just like putting styrofoam in
I
your
love
mouth or
them.
something.
And you know what I like to do? Put them in the
you
microwave.
You love every one of these nasty
I
kids.
do,
Don't
yeah.
you?
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
every
he
candy
kind of
that's on
does.
there.
Every single one of them. He's like, well, I like that. We're like, yeah, but
I mean,
the rest of the
only
world
one I
says
really like on that
no.
list is black licorice. I'm a black licorice guy.
Nope.
Yeah,
the only one
that's
I
my
like is
favorite
snow
on the
caps. And I think that snow caps are the least offensive on this list.
I do know people that don't like snow caps.
Yeah,
but
but-
I
I
don't
don't like snow
understand how you don't
yeah,
like
but
them.
in
Why, 'cause
comparison
too
to
many
like,
sprinkles?
circus
I don't know.
peanuts.
What is it?
Isn't it coconut?
No, it's chocolate with
It's
sprinkles
like,
on
but
it.
it's like bittersweet dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Where did the
exactly.
wax lips go?
We took them off.
What?
Nobody knows. I've never heard of
Abe
wax.
didn't
Are you
want 'em.
kidding me?
Get out of here.
And Fun Dip is
Oh,
also
in the
on the
other
list, so
room,
make
you
sure
know what
do
wax
that.
lips are?
You're
Yeah.
a little older than me. It must be a generation
Right, yeah,
thing.
that's what it is. I'm older than you, said no
Oh,
one
man.
ever.
I'm just gonna go.
I
over
know.
Here.
Thinking of it.
I
Honestly,
will, yeah.
what in the world? What happened to you last night?
Nothing.
The meeting didn't, you didn't enjoy it? I mean,
No,
what?
we had a great meeting last night.
Oh. Maybe I should
So
have
make sure you head over to the KMA
morning.
Talk Radio Facebook page. Cast your vote in this week's poll on what is the worst candy. And we should just add it. Sugar is awful. This is why I gave it up.
Oh God.
Now
Here
that we know-
Down with sugar.
I can't. Don't even start this.
That could be part of why he has the situation that he has.
Right, without
Because of
no sugar.
He
might
some
need some
sugar.
like natural raw cane sugar in him.
You know, I hear sugar.
Though he
in the
probably does
morning,
get a lot of
in
sugar
the
from all the liquor
evening.
he drinks.
Right,
so.
that's what he
Yeah.
pretends he doesn't drink sugar, but he's got sugar in his body because he drinks a bottle of bourbon a night alone,
It's
crying.
usually Friday night.
Alone crying.
Oh, no, hold
That
on,
was
no,
very
wait.
specific.
Alone crying?
He only
Not just
drinks.
alone, but
Wait,
crying.
he only drinks a bottle of bourbon when him and Paul are having date night. Friday night. Friday
How
night
did
is
date night go last
Friday
night?
night is Paul and Adam's date
It was
night.
great.
They
I got to
bond
hear all
together.
about his trip to Italy. I got to hear about all the vineyards he went
We had
to.
a good time.
I
We
thought
smoked
there
a
was
bunch of
should
another
talk about his
woman in
wedding.
tow. I thought that there were like.
We have time later in the show if you want.
Always.
It was an interesting wedding.
It was fantastic.
Yes.
Come on.
I like that Erica actually liked it because I
I
feel like
did.
she'd be the first to bash it if she
What
didn't
made
like
you
it.
think I didn't like
I
it?
am not you. Hello, I am not.
No, but
you.
you'd be honest.
I
I'm
made
saying.
one critical comment about the Disney song, and that was pretty much it.
You know, but your critical comments are pretty intense.
I'm an intense
they're
kind
like
of guy.
filled with passion.
I'm an intense
and,
kind of guy.
You know, like so it just sort of
I agree.
overwhelms everything.
I'm
I think.
not a fluffer.
I agree, and the I'm not.
I tried to get
many
into that. It's
ways.
hard.
That would be more your area.
It's hard to get in as a fluffer. I tried.
You know, that really
Oh
wouldn't
my
surprise me, honestly. I wouldn't, if you really were serious, I wouldn't be like, get out of here.
that makes sense.
It's possible.
You never know.
You never
Yeah.
know. With Adam, we should do a new segment. You never know segment about Adam.
Adam.
Possible things that Adam that might or might not be true.
And then we can get the hey.
I
you never
like
know.
that. We will work on that for an episode.
Okay.
You never
I
know.
think so.
You never
Anyway,
know.
we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll talk to Robert Caldwell of Caldwell Cigar Company. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Nat Sherman is the leading American luxury brand in premium cigars. From the classic range of the Metropolitan and Host selections to the transformative Timeless collection, their elegant Sterling and limited edition offerings, or the bold and commemorative 1930 blend Andy Polka. Everyone has the opportunity to enjoy a Nat Sherman experience. Family owned and operated since 1930, Nat Sherman's tradition of innovation and commitment to excellence reminds us why America's Nat Sherman brand is known as tobacconist to the world.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
Quality and value are always the 2 biggest determining factors for consumers when making buying decisions. Casa Bella by Sindicato Cigars offers superior flavor, quality construction, and an affordable everyday price. Completely handmade in the Dominican Republic, these value-priced, smooth yet flavorful cigars are comprised of Dominican and Nicaraguan filler tobaccos, and they're available in natural and Maduro wrappers. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Casa Bella cigars.
The Oliva family, the makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado Oliva as one of the best cigars of the year. And Oliva has a cigar for all smokers, from the newly released Gilberto Oliva Reserva to the bold and rich Oliva Serie V. Oliva cigars can be found at a tobacconist near you, so always ask for Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality. The Oliva family of cigars.
The recently released Perdomo Double-Aged 12-Year Vintage is an extremely rare blend of Perdomo's finest and most cherished 12-year-old fillers, binders, and wrappers. Bale-aged for 10 years and then barrel-aged in bourbon barrels for an additional 2 years, these exquisite Nicaraguan tobaccos are bursting with rich, complex flavors. Offered in Connecticut, sun-grown, or Maduro, available at only 250 authorized tobacconists worldwide, the Perdomo Double-Aged 12-Year Vintage is a must-have for every cigar enthusiast.
Sereno Royale cigars, created at the La Corona Cigar Factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. Each artfully crafted blend comes to life under the watchful eye of master blender Omar Gonzalez Aleman and industry veteran Anthony Sereno. A combination of hand-selected tobaccos from the fertile soils of Esteli and Jalapa are aged for over 5 years and then draped with a luxurious wrapper leaf. A post-roll aging process of 2 additional years brings you an endlessly complex and balanced experience. Visit our website at serenocigars.com.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato Cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato Cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato Cigars.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. We are here broadcasting live in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. I am Adam K., the Brewmeister. With me, of course, Honest Abe.
Good morning.
And KMA's mistress of morning radio, Erica.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Oh, you're becoming a technician? You learn how to work the little boxes?
I know how to run a soundboard, so
Oh, that's
calm
right.
yourself.
You actually come from a school of broadcasting. I keep
I
forgetting.
actually sing and do stuff like that. There you are again. You're just on fire today.
Fire.
My good. I'll just stand there. Would you like some bow and arrows? You know, like
I'm trying to give
shoot
all
me?
your guests some entertainment.
Oh,
Coming
really?
today, yes.
They can make fun of me all on their own.
Look,
You do not need your
look
help.
how much Eddie enjoys it.
I was just going to say, we got to get a picture.
Oh, really? Thanks,
All I
Eddie.
know is every time I rib you, he's in there laughing his butt off. So I'm trying to keep him entertained.
I'm gonna remember that.
You
just
know,
so you know.
No more Nookie.
Erica made a bagel for Colin today. Like put it together and brought it into
Aw.
him. And Eddie
They're
and
good.
I looked at each other and we were like, "What the heck?" And Eddie's like,
Success.
I don't get that. What? She makes his bagel?
But yeah, first of all, his bagel had nothing on it. Let's be clear. It was an Asiago cheese bagel. He doesn't want anything in it or on it aside from the Asiago cheese.
It was made with love.
It was brought to him warm from Brittany's water bagel.
So when you get bagels, you actually order an Asiago specifically for Colin.
Absolutely, I do.
Oh, so considerate.
I know. He handles our... Hello, do you hear how amazing he makes us sound? Amazing, right?
Well, not on the podcast right now.
No.
We fixed it. We fixed the audio problem.
Shut up, Paul!
That's right. You tell him. So there. You know, that's what I have to put up with.
It's that
okay?
time.
Anyway, it's time for, I'm just going to
move
You guys
on
can just
and-
keep doing things, whatever you're doing. I'll just...
Are you
sit here
feeling left
quietly.
out?
You're having
No,
fun.
I'm fine.
Yeah, we can talk about beer if it'll make you feel better.
Yeah.
It would be
Did
better
you
if
try
you
the
had me.
innocent gun I told you about yet?
It's
a no.
It's on no, but I thought of it and I couldn't remember the name of it the last time I was in the store.
Well, now you know.
You haven't
Innocent
been to
gun.
Whole Foods lately?
No, actually I haven't. It's
This
been a while.
weekend you're going to go visit your buddies at the...
He's trying to get me to
That's
go with
for
him.
the afterwards.
Is he really?
The after party for
It's
today's show.
But I'll bet money that Paul eventually will.
I know what we're going to do. We're going to go and take a camera.
He asked us
Let's
last
go
night what we were
videotape
doing
this.
when we were leaving. He's like, "So are we gonna get food?" And I was waiting for him to say like, "Whole Foods is right by your house. We can go there."
I want to ask Robert about this. Are we doing the intro? Or
Yeah,
are
we
gonna
need
skip
an
the
intro.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell.
It's time to meet your maker.
KMA Talk Radio is pleased to welcome back Robert Caldwell of Caldwell Cigars. Robert, thank you for being here today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me back.
I was going to say, are you going to
Hello.
talk?
It's still
He hasn't
before-
had enough coffee
It's still
yet.
before 11.
Right.
Yeah.
So listen, here's my thing. I don't know if you realize it or not. You've been to Whole Foods?
Yes.
Hold on. Where's he from originally? I don't know. Where do you
Miami.
Miami.
Oh, you're from...
Cornbread.
Oh, okay, okay.
9 times out of 10, just guess Miami.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially for
I'm
cigar
from
makers.
Miami. Is that
Cigar
what you would
industry?
guess?
No.
Okay, then.
Same with me.
Thank you. Exactly. I wasn't thinking Miami, but go on.
I
Thank
had a woman yesterday ask me, by the way, in Palm Beach. She's like, "Where are you visiting from?"
That's what I was thinking when he came
And
in
I'm
this
like,
morning.
Miami. And she goes, "No, no, no. But where did you come from to visit Miami?" And I'm like, "No, I'm from Miami." And she just looked at me weird and walked away. It was the strangest.
That's because
strangest
Floridians are like, native Floridians. You and I, us people, not them. They're rare.
We call them crackers.
Florida
I'm okay with
crackers,
that. Let's take a look-see.
So, anyways, Whole Foods. a couple episodes, I came up with this dynamic that do you ever notice like the people who like use Whole Foods as social gathering
Very
place?
strange.
Right?
Ha!
Thank you.
Dun, dun.
I found it completely
Tina's
like,
over there
who
like,
does
yep.
this? It's
Very
so
strange.
weird. And of course he goes, I go there all the time. I see Bob behind the bar.
No, it's JD.
JD!
Or JD, whatever.
Ah, there it is.
Do you
now
not
you
find
know.
that odd?
I feel like it's the new Starbucks almost. Because I thought it was weird when people hung out at Starbucks a little
At
bit.
least Starbucks is semi-cool, you
Yeah.
know. They got cool furniture. They're in the middle. They're having drinks while people are going filling their red beans and rice next to them in the buffet line. It's just so weird.
I was going to say, I think that's what makes Starbucks acceptable. They only serve one thing, and it's all behind the
It's
counter. You're not
just
doing it
weird,
yourself,
man.
but like
It's
you're
just
shopping.
weird.
And
But here's an example of one of the people who socially hang out.
I don't know if you follow.
At
I
the
don't
bar.
know.
See, I don't know if I would call it socially. I'm just there by myself,
Come on,
hanging out.
did you not ask people to go with you?
Yeah,
That's socially.
because I think I want him to see.
You
that
want
it's
him to
not
share?
crazy.
He wants to share it.
It's
I'm
not
getting
crazy.
nervous.
It's great.
I think inviting you guys to my wedding was like it was crossing the line a little bit. Now we're all like all close and stuff. I don't like it.
And
It's
now
making
we're
me
all
feel weird.
close. And yesterday's like, I don't know
Well,
what happened
that's
since
it.
you guys
I'm out.
all went out
There's
of
too
town
much
together. He's like, she's way more comfortable now.
Don't worry, Erica's not that close until she brings you a bagel.
I tried. The fool wouldn't have one. He was too busy eating cardboard for his wedding so that he could lose weight. Just eating, paper because it filled his belly.
I had one this morning.
See?
What, cardboard?
And I'll have you know,
Bagel.
I've asked everybody here what kind of bagels they want. No one has given me a response.
I always. Oh,
No.
Oh.
Huh?
I've never been asked.
It's Erica.
Anyways, back on point.
Yeah, it is.
Robert, you made an interesting comment during the break because we were talking about Paul and I think are the only ones in the room who like black licorice. Or you like black licorice too. I never knew this. What were you telling us about black licorice and cigars, actually?
Well, so the number one use of licorice is tobacco seasoning, like globally.
Now, is that in the curing process?
No, it's actually in cigarettes.
Oh, in cigarettes.
But they use it as a flavor enhancer to get you to appreciate the flavor of that cigarette more over another one. And I didn't actually know this.
Now is this in like menthol cigarettes or just regular cigarettes?
All cigarettes.
Really?
So what do they do with it?
I don't. It's basically like the way I've interpreted it is MSG is to food, where it just like lifts the flavor.
Right.
Licorice is to tobacco, but not in a bad way. And so, I last year spent a lot of time in Scandinavia, and a lot of Scandinavians eat licorice while they smoke. And then I'm like, well, that's real strange because it's such a strong flavor.
Yeah, I mean,
they're not eating Twizzler; they're eating like the real intense, like hard, heavy licorice. And so I ate it, and I lit a cigar, and I was like, ooh.
It tasted different.
And now I almost always. Like I always
Now
have
you
like a
do?
little tin of licorice, and I do it all the time.
That's what I have right here. I do too. I bought a bunch from Italy.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I want to try one of
He's
those.
smart way to throw
I'll
in
bring 'em
Italy.
in.
That's very
Sila and Leone are my two favorite.
Yeah, there's another Italian one that comes in a little green and white thing. I forget what it's called. Taboo.
Yeah, something like that. I
that's
saw it
amazing
there
too.
too.
Yeah. That's exactly what you need.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's unfortunately that time again, but yes, we have only tipped the iceberg on the way things are going to go.
Yeah.
On, well, the chaos that is a Halloween weekend full of fun and excitement, and not to mention Erica's costume with the. We haven't even mentioned that cat ears. I mean,
I told you
were
I'd
you gonna
wear
go with the face
something.
painting or something as well?
You know what?
Oh.
I actually have. You know what? I might go down to
No.
the car and get the black.
Okay, just to
make
see.
some
All right.
whiskers.
It's going to be a very
You guys
interesting
okay with
show.
that?
Make sure you stick around, and hey, we'll all get dressed up. It'll be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Joya de Nicaragua proudly announces the release of Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial, a carefully modified recipe containing a unique and exceptional selection of barrel-aged grade A fillers and a beautiful silky shade-grown Habano wrapper. From the legendary Jalapa Valley, produced in small quantities, this exceptional medium to full-bodied cigar will continue to captivate consumers with its rich Nicaraguan complexity, subtle woody and sweet flavors, and a velvety finish. Try a Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial today.
Quality and value are always the two biggest determining factors for consumers when making buying decisions. Casa Bella by Sindicato Cigars offers superior flavor, quality construction, and an affordable everyday price. Completely handmade in the Dominican Republic, these value-priced, smooth yet flavorful cigars are comprised of Dominican and Nicaraguan filler tobaccos, and they're available in natural and Maduro wrappers. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Casa Bella cigars.
Make sure you try all of Caldwell's lines, including Long Live the King, Blind Man's Bluff, and Eastern Standard, which were all awarded 91 ratings by Cigar Aficionado and Cigar Snob. Do not forget the 93 rated King is Dead, which earned a spot in the top 25 cigars of the year last year by Cigar Aficionado. You can find more information by following Caldwell Cigar Company on Facebook. If you're not running with us, run from us. We own the night. Caldwell Cigar Company.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
If you had to pack a go bag, what would go in it? For Pepe Mendez, it was his rare Pilotico tobacco seeds, which he personally carried to the Dominican Republic half a century ago. In tribute, we introduced the Monte Cristo Pilotico Pepe Mendez, a robust cigar with nutty, leathery notes and a slow burn that marks the rebirth of a golden age. Try the new Monte Cristo at your local cigar lounge, and you may want to pack one to go too. Surgeon General warning, tobacco smoke increases the risk of lung cancer and heart disease even in non-smokers.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato cigars.
CLE Cigar Company presents CLE Cigars, Aroa Cigars, and Asylum Cigars. With 4 generations and over 120 years of experience in tobacco. From seed to smoke, these cigars are produced in Honduras and Nicaragua, with the utmost care and precision possible. CLE Cigar Company introduces a vast array of tobaccos in various sizes to bring the highest quality of premium tobacco direct for your enjoyment. Visit clecigars.com for more information.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. I am Adam K. the Brewmeister. With me, of course, Honest Abe and KMA's
He is
mistress
honest.
of morning radio, Erica.
What is this, some
I don't know.
music?
I'm waiting
I
for
don't
it to
know what
start.
the
It's like a
heck is
slow
happening.
starter.
It's like, what the heck?
Colin knew it would confuse you.
Yeah, what happened to like our Monster Mash or?
Traditional.
But what kind of
Okay.
who determined this to be a Halloween song?
Sam Smith.
Oh, right, because he's the
Never heard of him.
Sam Smith is the guy for Halloween.
Sorry.
That's what I.
Okay.
Thriller? No.
All right.
I mean,
Anyway, we're here
okay.
with Robert Caldwell from Caldwell Cigar Company. Robert, thanks for being here and enjoying the chaos that is apparently this morning of radio. So, you guys released The Tea this week, which originally was The Truth, and as the trade show rolled around, it's a collaboration with you, Matt Booth, and AJ Fernandez. How did the three of you come together to do a project?
That's a very good question. So AJ and I started talking actually several years ago. Since AJ was very, very small, like a 3-booth trade show guy, he and I have kind of had like a very good rapport.
I love how they scale
Yeah,
size in the industry by the number of booths.
Oh, yeah.
I was a 2-booth company. I was a 5-booth company. They were a 40-booth company. That's a scale.
like a thing?
It's a scale. I mean,
Inter-industry or
Yeah.
intra-industry, I guess,
that's
like
kind of how you mentally understand how big a
understand
company
it.
is. I mean,
Yeah.
booths they have at the trade show.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
So, but back then, he and I were. He always had like a nice. Yeah, he was always very friendly to me, or very nice. Like we'd get off the plane in Vegas, and this is 7 or 8 years ago, before I had anything to do really with manufacturing side of things. And I was a guest of Davidoff's a couple times at the trade show. So Davidoff's in terms of helping them with their booth and that type of thing, but having fun with them, just kind of like hanging out. And then so AJ would give me a cigar or talk to me or this, that, the other. So he's always kind of been friendly to me. And then a couple years ago he said, let's do something. But I have had so many somethings, so I didn't want to have another something. And then basically when Matt left and then decided to come back in some sort of way, he came to talk to me and then also was talking to AJ Fernandez. So then AJ started talking to me, and then we were kind of the three of us talking in our own different ways, and then we just said, let's put it together, and decided to do a project together.
I got a question, because over the years there's been many, many collaborations over the years, and I really just need to understand what a collaboration actually means. Because when you think collaboration, you think everybody's putting effort. So, like, is AJ picking the stuff? Your company rolling it? Matt Booth sitting there doing something? I mean, are you all involved? Or are we just saying, hey, we're just throwing all our names on it? I mean, I just don't understand the collaboration process. I think the first one I could remember, or that I can go far back, was Christian and Lito did one. It's got to be maybe 16 years ago plus, where they took Christian's tobacco and they rolled a cigar in Lito's factory.
Face Off.
Yeah, that was it. Face Off. I can't remember which way it was.
Yeah.
But basically, somebody grew the tobacco, sent it to the other guy. They rolled it. But how do the three? I mean, how do the three of you?
So
involved in
we
this
have
project?
a variety of different collaborations. We're kind of like the Collabo Kings because we had
Kings.
yes.
Nice.
Now there's a T-shirt, the
There you
Collabo
go.
Kings.
But we had the Drew Estate thing. We make cigars with other people, actually with different collaborations, with different representations of what those are, and ours vary. So this project in particular with AJ Fernandez was a product that AJ developed in terms of tobacco, and then Matt and I did the marketing and the concept. But the whole tobacco package was basically created by AJ Fernandez. Matt and I have another one called Hit and Run that's between he and I.
Right.
That was something that was 100%
a collaboration.
Because
effort. I think collaboration gets confused sometimes with just manufacturing because, like, I'm assuming most of our listeners know this, but Fuente makes Ashton cigars. That's not a collaboration. Ashton, wanted a brand that Fuente's been making to them since the beginning of time, and my father makes the San Cristobal and the La Roma stuff for them.
Not to mention
It's
how many
not a
other things for how many other
collaboration.
people. Yeah.
When I consider collaboration, I'm seeing some kind of effort on.
Well,
all parties
somebody has to be
involved.
the Paul to the John to the George in this idea.
All the effort.
Interesting analogy.
Basically, because Paul primarily was the one who wrote most of the musical lyrics, and John obviously did most of the singing, but was the real talented one. And then obviously George, who was just kind of there and threw things in every now and then. So
And then a Ringo and a Pete Best on the side.
Yeah.
And we manufacture with other factories, but we don't say it's a collaboration, right?
So where is the collaboration defined in your mind?
So it's a true partnership. So the brands that we have that are collaborations, like our margins are way lower than they would be on a product that we make because we're splitting that.
Right.
And then we're splitting, like the Drew Estate All Out Kings thing, like we split responsibility on marketing, presentation, the brand image.
So
it's a financial.
Both are putting in the effort to brand the brand.
the product, split costs, split responsibilities. Like yesterday, I was in a meeting and, hey, we want to do this. And I'm like, okay, let me talk to Drew Estate. Or I'll be in a meeting, okay, let me talk to AJ and Matt. So it's not the
you can't make the sole
Yeah, I
decisions
can't
on your
make the
own.
decisions.
It's
One of the instigators on why we've put this yoga mat here.
To watch out?
No, you see how many times you banged the
They
table?
said that before you came.
I think it was after one of your last visits.
To limit the liability.
You had a lot of jewelry on at the time. And every time you were talking, you were banging and slamming the table. It made so much sound. So this yoga mat actually is for you.
Good idea.
It was actually for you.
See how thoughtful we are?
Thank you.
And
Really
he's banging it in
am.
front of me like, I remember last time you did that.
KMA Talk Radio, thinking about things and making it happen for the
I think
future.
a great way to think about a collaboration is a guest chef. So you got a restaurant, your restaurant's French, you got a great Italian chef. That guy can come in and cook a heck of a meal using different ingredients. And our approach has been, all the collaborations we've done have been, like, our cigars are in this flavor range or this spectrum. When we've done collaborations, it's been over here or over here. So,
outside the normal
Yeah, we're not
field.
going to go make a cigar with somebody that does what we do well, because then it would just
Right.
be redundant. So we've chosen to work with manufacturers like Drew Estate or like AJ Fernandez, where the collaborations are occurring because we don't make those types of cigars, period. That's not what our kitchen does. And then when we've done one, like Hit and Run happened at our factory, that is very much in line with a Caldwell product. It's what we do well. It's medium body, creamy, smooth, rich.
Right.
Not a ton of spice. And so that happened at our factory, and therefore it became our production and our product and in line with what we do. So most of the action of what we've done in collaborative sense outside of that project have all been to find an area of specialty that we don't have and to put a product into that market.
Very cool. Is there any? Well, tell us about the cigar. We hinted on the.
we hinted at the idea of
let me
it.
get it on the camera. We hinted about this new cigar. Yeah, the T, which obviously has Matt Booth's initials, AJ Fernandez, and yours. Tell us a little bit about this cigar here.
Well, first of all, it's the wrong label, so the correct label will be there next week.
You know, you keep saying that, but nobody in the world is going to know.
I know. So these are collectible.
Highlighted.
No, I'm going to get them to sell real fast. These are actually collectible. Only 20,000 coming out with this label. That's incorrect. But no, this is. What do you want to know about the cigar?
Well, what's wrong with the label to start?
He doesn't like the paper. It's not the quality of paper.
Is it the paper?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, we like to use a specific type of paper,
Yeah.
so that doesn't have the paper that we like to have, and,
And
therefore
why?
we're very fancy.
It's a little higher end paper.
You see, we use this nice matte
Don't you
finish.
take it off?
Yeah, but look how
I
nice
see.
that is.
But Robert is the king
It's
of,
like-
marketing too, Erica.
Yeah, and then so when you have a shiny, look at that.
Right. Yeah.
It's a
Well,
flat-
it's
it's a
way
flatter
cheaper
label. It's
for
a
sure.
flatter label.
Don't like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
But
This
we actually smoked
This
this.
is like quality paper you would calligraphy on, and this is like the paper of the printing press today. You know.
My operation guy actually smoked this in the office, and it was very, very good.
They're good
Is this
cigars.
San Andreas wrapper?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's very, very good. Smooth. It was good. Did you
I
try
like
one?
I did.
that.
I did.
like
I enjoyed
this.
it last night.
That'll
after
stay
I,
too, though,
Yep.
right? Just different.
What's the retail on this cigar going to be?
Those are between somewhere around $10.5, $11, up to about $12.5.
Now, I understand that you're already back ordered on these cigars.
Yep.
Phew.
Yeah, we
never words a consumer likes to hear.
Well, you know the problem with a project like this is age is like how many cigars do you want, and of course we're on the hook because we're
Right,
running a PO.
yeah.
Some that go will take 125,000 cigars spread amongst this mixture, because that'll get us like first 90 days or 100 and whatever amount of days, and sometimes you misfire, which we like Drew Estate, that collaboration we completely misfired, and sometimes you misfire the other way, so it's really hard to calibrate. So the best you can do is really try to overproduce by maybe 25%.
That'd be if you're lucky.
Yeah, and then
If you're
have
lucky,
that
right.
somewhere in stock. But so yeah,
So sometimes you think it's going to be a hit, and you think you're only overproducing 25%, and meanwhile you're sitting at 65%, and then you're like, what do we do?
The worst problem is if I had a solution to that problem, I would be a billionaire. But it's
Exactly.
impossible to actually figure that out and truly answer
speculative
that question.
inventory management.
But that's why back orders and stuff like this in our industry is forever been just common.
Yeah.
Especially if a cigar comes out of the bat and has popularity.
Gangbusters.
Yeah, it's very hard for anybody to anticipate that.
And back order works as gasoline. Sometimes it'll help fuel the fire and build things up.
I see it go both ways.
Yeah.
I see back orders where all of a sudden that sliding on that shelf kind of disappears and people move on. You know, it just depends how long that back order
Exactly.
is. There's a threshold of being back ordered, I believe, and I try to tell this sometimes to companies. There's a threshold where the consumer just moves on. They'll wait the excitement. If it's too long, they'll find something else to get excited about.
We need an app for that,
right?
Yeah, right.
Right. Entering your
Develop
threshold.
one.
Entering your threshold period. Right. A barometer.
In 7 days, I need to deliver.
Right.
And if you don't, I'm sorry. That's
Right?
That's
We're
all
done.
we can do.
That's funny.
We have given it all we can. Okay, we're going to take a short break here. When we come back, we'll have more with Robert Caldwell of Caldwell Cigars. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Sereno Royale Cigars, created at the La Corona Cigar Factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. Each artfully crafted blend comes to life under the watchful eye of master blender Omar Gonzalez Aleman and industry veteran Anthony Sereno. A combination of hand-selected tobaccos from the fertile soils of Esteli and Jalapa are aged for over 5 years and then draped with a luxurious wrapper leaf. A post-roll aging process of 2 additional years brings you an endlessly complex and balanced experience. Visit our website at serenocigars.com.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato Cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato Cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato cigars.
When Dominican passion, artistry, and skill combine with 114 years of family legacy, you don't just have a cigar, you have the cigar. Whether you love the mild, flavorful La Aurora 1987 Connecticut, the spicy 1962 Corojo, or the always smooth, sweet La Aurora 1903 Cameroon, you aren't just enjoying a part of history, you're lighting your own legacy, flavor, value, family. Be a part of something. Look to the lion. Smoke La Aurora. We are Dominican defined.
Congratulations, champ, on winning your exhibition fight. What are you going to do to celebrate?
I'm going to smoke one of these amazing Leaf by Oscar cigars.
You mean Leaf by Oscar?
That's what I said, Leaf by Oscar.
It's called Leaf by Oscar, and yes, they are amazing cigars.
See, now you're making me mad. I just want to enjoy my Leaf by Oscar cigar, but you're making fun of me.
It's called Leaf by Oscar.
That's 2 knockouts. Now I get to smoke 2 Leaf by Oscar cigars.
That's Leaf by Oscar.
Hi, this is Rocky Patel, and I'd like to invite you to try one of our decade cigars. This premier cigar received a 95 rating from Cigar Aficionado, one of the highest ratings ever afforded by that magazine. It's a beautiful Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper with fillers from Nicaragua and Honduras. This cigar is medium to full-bodied, rich, complex, yet elegant and well-balanced. I promise you, you're going to love the decade. Try it.
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
Cigar, the world leader in cigar accessories, has done it again. One of their best lighters is now even better. The popular Enigma Double Jet Flame lighter is now the new Enigma 2. Complete with a new clean design, this lighter was re-engineered for dependability and performance. It feels more ergonomic in your hand, and new internal components give it the horsepower you need. Like everything Cigar, this comes with the incredible lifetime warranty. Cigar for life.
When a child is diagnosed with cancer, their life and their family's life changes dramatically. Chemotherapy treatments, doctor visits, and trips to the hospital soon consume their time. The programs and services provided by the Kids Cancer Foundation make it possible for the foundation to meet the needs of our young patients and families. We could not provide these resources without your support. For more information and to find out how you can make a difference in the life of a child battling cancer, call 561-333-8116 or visit kidscancersf.org.
Sponsored by CLE Cigars.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. Broadcasting live on this, the Eve of Halloween.
Yeah, the Eve.
Yeah. I am Adam K. the Brewmeister. With me, of course, Honest Abe, and KMA's cat-dressed mistress of morning radio, Erica.
That's right. Slowly.
Was that better?
Yeah, it was better.
You like his tone better?
Yeah.
All
Well, he
right.
sounds more awake now and more enthusiastic and engaged versus me.
I mean, if I was sitting across from those, I'd be awake all day. I don't know what your problem is.
I'm not just saying that, hey, I might be distracted. What can you say?
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh,
He's
cute,
distracted.
very cute. Oh, I got a wink. Did you see the wink? I got the wink. I got the.
Look, it's Adam Suave coming out.
I know, that was our agreement. You have to say it like you're trying to hit on me, like you get that voice.
It's Erica.
Exactly.
There you go.
I just can't pull
Thanks,
off a
Duff.
Duffy.
Does he actually have to do that
No.
still now after you guys shared a hotel room together and
Wow.
know each other that close now?
Oh, well, I hope Stephanie's listening because, are you going to stop doing everything now that, I'm married now and there it went.
I thought maybe
Done
the
with
honeymoon
that.
was over.
I'm gonna act like I know what that was about, but no clue.
Anyway, we're here talking to Robert Caldwell of Caldwell Cigar Company and not talking to Paul. So, Robert, before we went to the break, we were talking about the tea and how the new label has changed out. It was a collaboration between you and Matt Booth and AJ Fernandez.
I was gonna say, do you want to talk about this? No, you don't have it in here.
No, I want you to talk about the
it's probably in that
licorice.
box.
That's what I want you to talk about because I still
What, the licorice?
Yeah,
He gave me some awesome licorice.
It's really good.
It is
I'm
good. Actually,
going
I
to
like it
have
better-
to take back my statement.
I like it better than Paul's licorice.
I like it better than his too. I'm sorry, Paul.
He's actually nice enough to give it to me.
But it's like got like a.
Achoo.
It's apparently just
Gesundheit.
licorice, but it has like a mentholy like
It has an
undertone.
intensity,
Yeah, it's really
I could
good.
totally see smoking a cigar while I had a few of these in my mouth.
You should do a giveaway with that.
We're gonna see if we can get some of these. We'll give
I got a ton.
There you go. So follow us on social media this week. You might win some cashew licorice from France.
You know what I'll do? I'll do a licorice. I'll do a couple licorice care packages.
Woo!
I got licorice from probably about 9 different countries.
Really?
and a lot of it. I'm a hoarder
Can we
type of
enter this
person.
con?
Yes. Why
9
not?
different countries. Now, have you were you in each country when you tried
Yes.
it, or
Yeah.
And then like these, I got at Carrefour, which is basically the Walmart of France, and then I go in and I go all of them. So I bought
Shelf is empty.
I bought like 42 packs.
Robert
and how
must
much
have
did you
been
have to
here.
claim? And how much of those did you claim
I don't
when you
claim-
came through customs?
See, I'm very smart. I travel with friends, and then I'm like, "Hey, can you carry this bag for me?" I do that all the time. And I got 4 pounds of cured ham or cigars or whatever. No, I'm the worst. Never agree to take my luggage. All my friends know.
I was going to say, what do you
I'm
do for
not going
fun?
to.
But
No.
I'm starting to catch on.
I do that all the time.
Especially if you're coming back from Colombia. Never take his luggage.
Can you carry this duffel bag?
Yeah, right? Colombia. That's a no, anyone who's
So
listening.
do
A
you want to
solid
talk
no.
about the other cigar that you showed us yesterday?
Oh no.
No, we can't talk about that.
That has to be. You can drop a little picture of that later on though.
Facebook?
It's just an
It's
Eastern
no
standard.
comment.
Well, we have it here.
Well, how about we just
Eastern
show people?
Standard.
No, that's the old one.
Oh yeah.
We want the surprise.
No,
one.
you gotta.
There'll be some surprises
There's a
regarding.
surprise on that.
There'll be some surprises coming in the near future with this cigar.
From the Eastern Standard line.
Yes.
In all the sizes, or just in a particular size?
We don't know. I don't think they've kind of finalized their formulation of the plan. It's just in concept right now. But It's
Gotcha.
pretty interesting. There's going to be a little surprise coming out with this brand that Matt Booth is somehow involved in.
Back it up a little bit.
How's
Look at
that?
Adam's face when you
Unwillingly.
say his name.
Unwilling. Oh, does he not know?
He might have found out yesterday.
He might have found out yesterday or
He
just
might have
now.
found out yesterday that.
You know.
He's not awake for sure. He's not awake.
Oh, he's definitely not listening.
For sure.
Terrence is happy you're back, by the way. That you're now involved with us here. He said so on Facebook. He
Okay.
was getting worried.
All right.
Oh,
Not sure
there
what's
he
happening. Oh yeah. This is what's going on. Anyway, so what else have you been doing? I mean, did you go to Dortmund?
Did go to Dortmund.
Now, how is your working in Dortmund? How are your cigars received there?
So-
or how long have you been working in the German or European market?
We've been in Europe about 2 years. We sell in 9 countries. And we do very steady, good business. But we've actually done this, like what we did in the U.S., we did there. So, I mean, last year I went to Europe 14 times. Did 14 trips, sales trips, events.
Must be rough.
It's actually terrible. Like
I meant
it's-
literally rough, yeah.
It sounds great. Like last
Nah,
night.
nah.
Last night I'm talking to somebody and they're like, "Oh, how you been?" And I'm like, "Good." I'm like, "Oh, well, what?" And I said, "No, last year I traveled 325 days." And they're like, "That's amazing." And I'm like, "No, it's not."
No, it's not
But
the
there's a
same kind of
solution.
travel. This is not like,
That's brutal. It's like
yeah.
I remember when it hit to me was a year and a half ago. I was in France in December, and I was in Paris, and it was 31 degrees and 9 o'clock at night, and it's snowing, and it was like beautiful, like lights glowing and all this stuff, and it's right before Christmas time, and I'm like, not going downstairs, pay-per-view. Like, and I literally
Pay-per-view.
No, I spent 2 days in my hotel in Paris doing events and meetings and stuff,
Right.
and watching pay-per-view, and that's when you know you hate the travel part of.
I don't mind going to new places. I hate getting there.
Yeah. Well,
getting on planes, going through airports. You know, and no matter where we go. I mean, we were in Alaska and it was beautiful. You still wouldn't say, "Oh, I can't wait to get home now." I just love being home.
Yeah.
I'm a home guy. I love my house.
And I like being other places. I just hit. I mean, this year I'm traveling 220 days, which is to me a lot. I mean, it's not a lot. It's a lot
How old
less
are
than
you?
last year. 34.
Yeah,
So I got a couple years
Yeah.
left or something. But yeah, so it got brutal. But in terms of European stuff, we have done very well there because we've held the hand and done what we've needed to do. You can't just sell it to them. A lot of people think, okay, you have a distributor, you're not actually selling the product, so you sell it to the distributor and they do everything. If you don't support them, the product's not going to take off. So we did Dortmund. We had a very good time at Dortmund. It was our 1 year anniversary of being in Germany. We started about a year before that in Europe, but it took us about a year to actually find the right partnership in Germany. And it was a great show for us. You don't gauge it like you don't leave like, oh, we sold however many cigars.
Right.
But for us, it was The year prior, I'm walking in the bathroom, and I just walk to the bathroom, and I come back from the bathroom. And this year, I'm walking in the bathroom, and it's like, oh, Robert Caldwell, how are you? And it was funny because in the U.S. show, you walk into the bathroom, and retailers are grabbing you or this type of thing. And it happened to me this year in Dortmund. And I was with Jeremy, my sales manager from here, and he was with me last year also. And he's like, how things have changed. And all it is awareness. There's a lot of brand awareness now.
Sure.
Do you find the European market's more a necessity than a profitability center? With all the expense of travel, going there, sending people up there, I got to see myself how profitable. Right, how profitable at the end of the day can it be?
Not at all.
Yeah.
So here's what Europe is for most people. Europe is, I'm in New York, and you have some snooty guy on Fifth Avenue that says, do you sell your cigars in France? And you're like, yes, I do. Like, okay, I'll buy a box. That's literally what it is.
So confrontational.
Yeah, it's like,
yes, I do.
A lot of Americans of that caliber, so let's say like the people that want to validate your brand.
Look for international
on the coasts. Yeah. So, I mean, California, New York, those types of places. The international distribution validates the quality somehow. So I think a lot of manufacturers want to be international to say they're international because it helps with the sale. Or the wives like to go to France. Or the illusion.
Yeah, I can see that.
or the illusion that it's this huge market.
Right.
But it's not a huge market.
I know it's not personally. And I've always, because, I mean, almost everybody in the industry goes to Dortmund.
Yeah.
I mean,
and they go to Dortmund, and that's it.
That's become the big European show that everybody's always talking about. And everybody's like, you got to go, you just got to go. And
before we retire, we'll go to Dortmund one year. Just to say we went to Dortmund.
And then can we go to a Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund game?
Yeah, that's
all
fine.
right.
Now, what's cool with Dortmund is there's 12,500
what's happening? Are we going to Dortmund?
people.
No, not you.
Shut up. Really? Honestly?
Yeah. It's a cigar site.
I don't give a crap. Why?
You just don't.
I don't believe
so you think don't go to Dortmund?
No, I'm saying her at the tobacco fair.
Yeah,
in
you
that
can't
city.
see smoke.
What? Shut up.
So
it gets in your hair.
Like our show,
Oh,
we got
cute.
2,500
You're
people. Dortmund's 12,500 people.
Oh.
It's much bigger than our show.
Wow.
And they have a vaping table or a vaping hall. And then they have a filter.
Is it like the London fog rolling in the vaping hall? I mean, seriously.
But then there's
because I mean that produces like 50 times the amount of smoke.
Yeah, but it goes away right away.
And
look, a pro vapor.
Sorry, invalid argument.
It goes away right away.
There's also no zoning, like literally no zoning to the show. So it's like vapor, La Flor Dominicana.
Oh my
vapor,
God.
Vapor.
Oh, that's funny.
Cigarette filter company, match company, candle company, Cuban cigars.
Oh, that's
so
a
you're
mess.
all kind of mixed up.
That's
there's
a
no
mess.
organization, and
What makes everybody walk around?
the square footage is probably 6 to 7 times more than IPCPR.
How do you get around all day?
You have to know exactly where you're going.
They at least have an app like the IPCPR where at least I can pull the map up
Plan
and
the
go, I
booth
am here.
you wanna go
No.
to.
Of course.
We use that map. It's so important because we decide, we can't go down that aisle because we don't want to see them.
Right.
We can't go that aisle. We don't want to avoid them.
And we're hanging out in the aisles, being like, "Hey, that's Abe. That's Abe."
I'm telling you, man.
We got our guys on the corner looking for you.
I can't tell you how many times Adam's like, dude, they just called your name. Act like you didn't hear. Act like you didn't hear. Just keep walking.
Just keep going. We got to go. If anybody
Dude,
asks, I'm going to a meeting.
It's hard, man, because everybody wants your attention. Everybody wants to talk to you. They all want to say stuff. And you get tired of just saying no all day long and start feeling bad for saying no. I mean, you get to the point where like, kind of
By
like,
the end of the day, are you like, okay? Because then that's when you need to approach
And
it.
this has been the unfortunate parts of the trade show brought to you by KMA Talk Radio. And
top of the hour already?
Yes, it
Holy
is.
cow.
Wow.
When we come back, we will have the Scoop with Coop, and we will keep talking to Robert Caldwell. Keep it lit.
Do you love delicious beer? Do you love delicious cigars? Well, we have the perfect cigar for you. The Quesada Keg, a savory Nicaraguan cigar draped in a beautiful Pennsylvania broadleaf wrapper and packed in wooden barrels. The Quesada Keg was blended to pair with the traditional Irish stouts we all love to enjoy on St. Patrick's Day. Available in 3 tasty sizes. The Quesada Keg is available for a limited time only, so grab one today before they sell out. The Quesada Keg, the perfect cigar to pair with beer.
The all-new Scores Palm Beach. Come be a part of the world-famous Gentlemen's Club's new look. A new year brings a new addition to South Florida. Scores Palm Beach, offering a free lunch buffet Monday through Thursday with $5 prime rib on Friday. 2-for-1 drinks till 7 p.m. Scores Palm Beach. VIP seating and second-floor skybox suites. Full liquor, full nude until 5 a.m. 3174 Lake Worth Road, just west of Congress on Lake Worth Road. For more info, call 649-2000 or at scorespalmbeach.com.
WSWN Belgrade, the new 900 AM, the talk of the Palm Beaches, and online at 900thetalk.com.
CBS News, I'm Gary Nunn. The first indictments resulting from the Mueller 2016 election meddling investigation reportedly are imminent. Several media outlets are reporting at least one person will be charged.
You don't know whether it's something big or something small, and whether the people are big or small, how many there are, and what the specific charges are. But it tells us one thing: the investigation is proceeding.
CBS political analyst Larry Sabato, some things are known.
We do know that former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort has been a focus for Mueller, paying specific attention to his financial links and lobbying efforts for a pro-Russian political party in Ukraine. The president's former national security advisor Michael Flynn has also been under the microscope for money he received from Turkish and Russian interests.
CBS News correspondent Errol Barnett, the charges are sealed under orders from a federal judge. The conservative website, the Washington Free Beacon, largely funded by Paul Singer, a GOP donor, confirms it triggered the research that led to the controversial dossier on President Trump's past. CBS political consultant Leonard Steinhorn reflects on a pre-election Trump Tower meeting that included the president's son, Donald Jr.
The fact that a Republican group heavily invested in this campaign wanted to research Donald Trump and other candidates, no surprise there. The very fact that the Clinton campaign or the Democratic National Committee wanted to do the same on Donald Trump, no surprise there. Remember, Donald Trump Jr. went into the meeting with the Russian, thinking that he was going to be able to get opposition research on Hillary Clinton.
Some leaders from the site insist that none of the early material it collected appeared in the dossier, which eventually suggested a compromised relationship between Mr. Trump and the Kremlin. And a couple of rallies planned today in Tennessee by a white supremacist group calling itself the Nationalist Front. Governor Bill Haslam sends a message to those planning to demonstrate.
If you're part of the white supremacist movement, you're not somebody that we want in Tennessee. And we're going to have the appropriate people there to respond for whatever situation would arise.
The group plans a rally in Shelbyville and another in Murfreesboro. Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy has rejected the Catalan government, which has declared its independence. Rajoy addressing the nation through an interpreter saying,
I'm informing you that I have dissolved the Catalonian parliament, and on 21st December there will be elections for that autonomic community.
The U.S. and other European countries have rejected the declaration expressing support for Rajoy. The second game of the World Series saw a TV viewership drop of about 10% when compared with last year. Game 1 suffered a 21% decline. Houston's 7-6 11-inning win over LA averaged just over 16 million viewers, according to Fox, down from 17.8 million for the Cubs' 5-1 win over the Indians. This is CBS News.
If you're drowning in IRS debt and can't afford to pay, then you need to take advantage of special IRS tax programs that are available and free yourself from IRS collection efforts once and for all. Due to the financial hardship consumers are facing during the decline in the U.S. economy, the Internal Revenue Service has made it easier to settle delinquent tax problems. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Take down this number or put it in your cell phone, but call the Community Tax Helpline at 800-334-7304. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and can't afford to pay them back, or you even have years of unfiled returns, there's no need to fear anymore. But you have to call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-334-7304 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, pension, savings, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 1-800-334-7304 for your free consultation and to see if you qualify. That's 1-800-334-7304.
Researchers at several hospitals around the country are studying the effectiveness of new mobile stroke units as a basis for a program that could one day save lives.
Mobile stroke units are a specialized ambulance with state-of-the-art technology that allows doctors to find the exact location of a stroke in the brain with a CT scan and to start to administer life-saving drugs before getting to the hospital. Dr. May Noor is medical director of the unit at UCLA.
By the hospital coming to them, it affords them earlier treatment for life-saving and brain-saving therapies much sooner.
Dr. Noor says there are only a handful of these units in the U.S. now, but doctors want to grow the program with additional funding and support. Bill Rakoff, CBS News.
A jury duty summons has been sent to former President Obama. Cook County, Illinois Chief Judge Tim Evans says that Mr. Obama, who owns a home in the Kenwood neighborhood, will serve next month. Gary Nunn, CBS News.
I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.875%, APR 4.05%. But choosing the right mortgage lender means choosing more than just a rate. Does calling the company with 11 J.D. Power Awards for client service matter? Does calling the company that invented Rocket Mortgage, the industry's most innovative technology, matter? If working with America's #1 online lender matters to you, call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Equal housing lender, NMLS number 3030. This is Charles Osgood. Tax compliance can be a real pain for businesses. That's why I'd like to tell you about Avalara's powerful tax automation technology. Avalara simplifies sales tax and other business taxes with real-time tax rate calculations and automatic return filing. Avalara's software already integrates with your accounting, e-commerce, and point-of-sale systems, so it couldn't be easier. Find out how the good people at Avalara can help you at avalara.com. That's AVALARA.com.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Oh my God! Oh
my God! Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. I am Adam Gay, the Brewmeister. With me, of course,
Paul's getting down.
Honest Abe and.
Break it down, Paul.
I've never heard this song before, but I love it. I don't know.
You're lying.
What do you mean I'm lying? I've never heard this song.
I've never heard this song.
What? Are you serious?
You've heard this song before?
This is like are we listening to the same song? This is like an American classic.
Yeah.
Never heard it.
This is like a 19...
I can't tell if he's pulling my leg or...
I swear to God, I've never heard this before.
He was singing it before the show, too, because Colin was playing in parts of the
it's like,
intros.
wow, it gets in your head.
Wow.
You know why? Because I just came back from Italy, and Jesus is huge there.
I think Jesus is huge all over the world.
No.
Jesus is huge there. That guy is a rock star.
In Rome.
Well, that's his home base, bro.
I know.
You're visiting his home. That's like home field. That's home field.
I got to visit the mafia of the Vatican there.
It's crazy. Jesus got home field advantage in Rome. You know.
Anyway, this is KMA Talk Radio. I'm Adam Gay, the Brewmeister, and well, this is your religious hour.
I walked
Sister Erica and Padre Abraham.
I walked in the audio booth during the break, and I didn't realize that like Erica's got all her posse in there, like with blankets. And they're like in a drive-in, popcorn, blankets. They got the little fold-out chairs. And they're chilling, enjoying the show. I'm just looking for the Raisinets and the Milk Duds.
And then
Doesn't that say something that people want to come sit here and watch us be ourselves?
I don't think they want to be here.
Yeah,
I think they're being
dragged them
forced to be
I'm with
here.
Paul.
Yeah.
I'm with Paul.
Well, that says a lot
You want to
about
come
you
and watch
guys.
me, don't you? Yes, come and watch me, please.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God!
Yes.
That's exactly what it sounded like when I asked them if they wanted to come.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, with that, let's see what's in the news this week.
Hey, yo, what's my theme music? The Scoop with Coop. Breaking industry news. Hear it first on KMA Talk Radio and cigar-coop.com.
This week in the news.
It's really important. We haven't talked about this yet.
One?
Well, I mean, we talked about it beforehand.
Might as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, all right.
This guy right here.
As we mentioned earlier, Robert Caldwell of Caldwell Cigars, AJ Francis, and Matt Booth teamed up to deliver the T, as the new name is called. It was at the IPCPR trade show in 2017. It had previously been announced as The Truth, but then had to be changed because of copyrights.
Who had The Truth? Just curious.
No one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We had a little bit of a
debate.
No, there was someone that contacted Matt that was like blah blah blah, and then give me some cheddar, and Matt was just like no cheddar, and then we changed the name.
Like just exactly like that, probably.
Somebody
too,
in the
no
industry,
cheddar.
more or less like that.
Somebody in the industry.
Yeah, somebody had an issue with the name, and then so for us,
They say it conflicted with their name.
Yeah, and then so we just said, you know what, we're not going to pay, and it's not worth the time or energy.
Our fight.
Yeah, so you know what, we'll just like change the name. We thought it was a great name, but then we said, you know what, we'll just change the name and then go on to the next thing.
It's okay because everybody's still going to call it that anyway. We still do. You know the truth, but now it's called.
Yeah, we slap people
The
in the wrist
cigar
when they do
formerly known as the truth.
Yeah, it's funny because they brought so much more attention to the brand.
Right.
Because
I was going to
we're
say
like,
brilliant marketing
oh my
move.
gosh. Yeah, it was
Right.
amazing.
Yeah,
So
fantastic.
It worked out for us.
Nothing says marketing like free marketing.
Yeah.
Works out the best.
Muestra de Saca Nakatamale is, I'm going to guess, is the enunciation of that.
Wow.
Nakatamale?
Woo!
Not gonna work here anymore.
Paul has a story about Narcan.
he might he might know cigars well, but he really needs help in the name department. It's targeted to land at retailers in mid-November. Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust founder Steve Saka announced in social media that he expects his second installment of Muestra de Saca line, the Nakatamale, to hit retail shelves in mid-November. I mean, I'm saying to myself, was he hungry?
Nakatamale.
Was he hungry when he came up with his name? Or is Nakatamale something in Spanish?
Sounds like Nakamama.
I think it's a tamale that they eat in Nicaragua. But I think it's kind of a play on the Papa Frita. I think there's some overlap there with some of the creativity from the former company that he was with, like with food products or something.
Like spicy.
I see some stuff
spicy
like that,
food.
like Liga Privada, then you have Muestra de Saca.
Oh, yeah. Never really thought of that.
Saca-licious.
Saca-licious.
I see
Nice.
I see some overlap.
Well, just before the IPCPR show this year, it started taking pre-orders on the second installment of the Muestra de Saca series, the Nakatamale. Muestra de Saca follows a one-size, one-blend model where each installment of the series has a unique blend mapped to a particular vitola. The Nakatamale features an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper over Nicaraguan tobaccos from a single farm. It's available in one size, a 6x48, and like the first installment, the Nakatamale will be packaged in an individual coffin with seven coffins. Production is about 2,250 boxes.
Saca-licious.
Not a lot. Davidoff Year of the
Loving
Dog
it.
details have been announced. Davidoff's latest installment of the annual Chinese New Year series is heading into widespread release. This past week, Davidoff announced the details of the Year of the Dog 2018 limited edition. Each installment in the series has had a unique blend and vitola and is named for one of the animals that are part of the Chinese zodiac. The Year of the Dog blend consists of Ecuadorian Habano, a wrapper over Dominican binder and filler. It'll be a 7x50 Churchill this year, and the cigars will be put 10-count boxes and priced at a staggering $39.
It goes up $1
Wait.
every year.
A piece, yes.
Yeah.
A
Pretty much.
piece? Wait, for a box or for
No.
the per cigar?
Per
Yeah.
cigar.
The heck? What? What?
Davidoff. We
It's
can
like-
charge what we want to.
It's like the top shelf Kratom at the Kratom bar.
Okay, yeah, because that's a thing. Yeah, uh-huh.
Anyway, that's the
There's a marketing idea. We should come up with a top shelf Kratom.
Yeah, do that, okay? Yeah, please do. With all of your knowledge, your infinite wisdom on Kratom, please create this.
The kids that came in here, and I do mean they were young, right?
Yeah,
They're
they were
like
young.
19. They
20s,
that own
but
the
okay.
Kratom place.
They didn't-
They told us that was premium Kratom.
It is.
What is Kratom?
It really
Oh,
is.
dude. So do you know what kava?
Poor guys doing all these
Do you know
references.
what
Robert,
kava is, Robert?
Let's have a talk later, okay?
Have you heard of kava bars? So Kratom is like kava. It's a type of brewed tea that gets you high, but they say it doesn't get you high so that they don't make it illegal.
Excuse me. Hold on. You just can't listen to him. He doesn't even know what the hell he's talking about.
I've seen this in Broward County.
Exactly.
Brother,
Kava.
Kava's gross.
I've
Number
sat
one,
here,
it's dirt
I
water.
drank it all that day, and
Nothing happened?
Not a thing. This guy, I thought we were going to have to walk him home.
I was high as a kite.
Seriously.
It was like I smoked a joint. I was out of it. I went home after the show.
So you have a reference to smoking a joint.
Back in
Just-
when it was, yeah.
Yeah,
when it
okay.
was, you know, totally
Busted.
not
Busted.
legal then, but yeah. Uh-huh.
But I like for 6 hours straight, I was high. I went home, sat in my chair, and just watched.
I'm telling
the
you,
wall.
I drank more than him, and it didn't.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay,
Didn't
well,
faze
let's
me.
just, you
it
know,
ruined
2
my
feet,
palate
10
for the day
feet.
because it was horrific, but that's about it.
Kratom.
Did you feel anything from it?
No.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah,
It
but he
was-
refused to, like, really drink any.
I was drinking I was polishing off people's cups.
Yeah, you liked the sweet kratom, so you were like actually drinking it.
And once again, this has been a great trip down memory lane brought to you by KMA Talk Radio.
Is that all that's in the news?
That's all that's in the news.
Wow.
It's a slow news cycle. Make sure you check out cigar-coop.com for all the latest news, information, and reviews. Cigar-Coop. There for you when you need him.
Do you know Coop?
Yes.
Yeah.
We had a very interesting. I just
Don't
lost
worry
a
about
little,
it. It's
the
okay.
little-
It's all good.
Whatever that is.
Just don't say anything with the word P in it.
We had a very nice
Yes.
with the letter P
Wind
in it.
guard.
interview.
Yeah. Spit guard.
You've never seen the Matt Booth, Robert Caldwell Coop interview?
No. Is it something we need to look up?
Yeah, you have to. It's a few years old. We procured we like he liked to sit over there and interview us here, and we actually made him come sit. And then we decided that the angles weren't good, and so we interviewed him.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
And then we stood up and we held the microphones in a interesting position.
I bet you did.
From our bodies
because you
extended
stood
to
up
his.
and he was sitting.
And then he was sitting down.
I wonder where that
and he
went.
didn't know which microphone to talk to. So at one point he was going like this. You have to see. Oh yeah,
Wow.
you have to see the video. It's
Wow.
the most,
Oh my God, we're doing it all wrong.
But it was entirely accidental. He had no idea.
Wow.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and then afterwards he's like, I almost didn't publish the video because I didn't know if there were parts that I needed to blur. It was very good. Coop knows what I'm talking about. Coop, you should repost that video.
Adam is so jealous
Coop,
that
you should.
that you're so close to Matt Booth. By the way,
He is. As his bromance.
We talked about this yesterday, right?
did a little
Yeah, he's
Although
in love with
Booth
that.
really wants to gnaw the back of your head off. Not so much yours, but yours.
No, he just wants to chew on the fat. That's all. He just wants to chew the fat with me, that's all. But Adam is in love with Matt Booth. It's a bromance.
A little
it's a
bit.
strong bromance.
It is really. It's touching.
Because he gets him.
He does. He's the only one, by the way.
He had him at Boofy.
He did.
Anyway, once again, this is KMA Talk Radio. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to talk more with Robert Caldwell, who's putting up with our shenanigans. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Keeping Cuba's most coveted traditions for 3 generations, the legend continues with San Latano. With signature blends by AJ Fernandez, available in a smooth and creamy Connecticut, a hearty, rich San Andreas box press, Maduro, and a robust, full-bodied Habano. AJ Fernandez continues the legacy with his new creation, the prestigious San Latano Oval. Using ultra-premium aged tobacco that takes a whole new shape and balance, the San Latano Oval is now available in both a Maduro and Habano wrapper. Visit your local tobacconist today and ask for San Latano Cigars by AJ Fernandez.
Since their humble beginnings in 1998, Drew Estate has believed that the production floor is the crossroads between art and passion, and where the real magic takes place. Drew Estate Master Blender Willie Herrera has crafted a unique medium-bodied line extension that is creamy, lush, and ultra-smooth, and finished off with a flawless shade wrapper that delivers satisfaction in spades. Continuing the story from their factory floor, it is with great bravado that the Drew Estate presents Under Crown Shade, a true Drew experience.
Make your next bold journey an epic one. When it comes to cigars, only one brand delivers intense, unforgettable experiences: Camacho. In continuing this fearless tradition, Camacho brings you the newest addition to its arsenal of badass, the new Camacho BXP. Intense, box-pressed, and crafted with rugged American broadleaf fillers from Pennsylvania. Available in Connecticut, Corojo, and Ecuador. Outfit your next bold journey with the new Camacho BXP.
Sereno Royale Cigars, created at the La Corona Cigar Factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. Each artfully crafted blend comes to life under the watchful eye of master blender Omar Gonzalez Aleman and industry veteran Anthony Sereno. A combination of hand-selected tobaccos from the fertile soils of Esteli and Jalapa are aged for over 5 years and then draped with a luxurious wrapper leaf. A post-roll aging process of 2 additional years brings you an endlessly complex and balanced experience. Visit our website at serenocigars.com.
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
When a child is diagnosed with cancer, their life and their family's life changes dramatically. Chemotherapy treatments, doctor visits, and trips to the hospital soon consume their time. The programs and services provided by the Kids Cancer Foundation make it possible for the foundation to meet the needs of our young patients and families. We could not provide these resources without your support. For more information and to find out how you can make a difference in the life of a child battling cancer, call 561-333-8116 or visit kidscancersf.org.
Sponsored by CLE Cigars.
I could barely remember, but my first time was on my boat. Winning! My first time was in the locker room at the gym after a grueling workout. My first time was on a cool, crisp morning right on the 18th hole. Everyone remembers the first time they had Hex. Hex cigars are the perfect balance of body and flavor that will have you reminiscing long after the embers have gone out. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer today, because you will always remember the first time you had Hex.
Lights, camera, action. Real Clips Barbershop brings you all that is good about old school barbershops in a new cinematic themed environment. Whether you need a traditional cut, fade, blowout, or even a straight razor hot towel shave, our master barbers will get you right. All while enjoying iconic scenes from some of your favorite movies, right from our video screens built into the mirrors. Visit realclipsbarbershop.com. That's real, R-E-E-L, clipsbarbershop.com for a location near you or to make an appointment. After one visit, we know you'll be back.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
A lot of torture sound effects today. We were going with a very certain aspect of the Halloween theme. Ooh. Anyway, I am Adam K. the Brewmeister. Welcome back to KMA Talk.
Joiners.
Is this a Taylor Swift Halloween? Does she have a Halloween song? She doesn't. This is just Taylor Swift.
Is it Look What You Made Me Do? Oh no. What happened? Torture? Okay.
Gorgeous.
Still can't understand you.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
It's it's the new single she released last week.
I'm just saying, you better play Thriller before the end of today.
I don't think Taylor Swift is good.
Don't give me that look.
You don't think she's good
I just want to hear the
looking?
beginning.
I think she's good looking.
She's attractive.
Yeah, $200 million makes her attractive to me.
I am Adam K. the
pretty.
Brewmeister. Honest Dave and
She's
KMA's
attractive
Morning
because of her
Radio.
youth, and she's thin, and she's kind of cute, and she's real rich.
No, that makes her hot.
Yes.
She's attractive. The money makes her hot.
A true businessman.
Really?
Yeah.
And we are here talking with
Well,
Robert
I'm screwed.
Caldwell
Oh,
Cigar
can I say-
Company. And also interesting that, she's also the one of the only people to actually achieve and maintain a long-standing success after winning a television-themed contest.
Why, Kelly Clarkson didn't?
Well, she's
Doesn't
not as
qualify?
popular, but the fact that
What is
she's
Taylor
still pretty.
Swift?
Well, not to mention
Taylor
the fact
Swift
that
was on a television?
yes,
The
she
American
wa-
Idol?
No, she was
No.
on the TNT Find America's Next Country Singer.
I didn't know that.
And
Really?
that was
I didn't
it was
know that
also
either.
the only season of it.
She's the only person that ever won.
She's the only person that ever won, and then
That's
has
a title.
maintained. And
That's stalker trivia right there.
Right?
Right. So clearly he thinks
Adam
she's
knows some
attractive.
weird stuff.
You're obsessed with her?
No.
I feel like he
I
is.
don't know. I mean, I
That's a
like
yes.
her, listen to her music
No,
and
no,
all that, and I didn't know that.
Adam knows. When I need a weird fact, he's the first person I call.
What do you like? Search like weird news, interesting
No, I just
facts
have
on
have
the internet.
retention of weird information.
Some people do that. They won't.
He doesn't have a lot of friends, so
He reads a lot. He
reads a lot.
Maintains a lot of information.
Well, he knows JD at Whole Foods.
It's
that's
JD.
funny.
They bond.
That's funny.
They bond over Taylor. Just saying.
Do you eat the food there too?
No.
Really?
Only the
See,
beer.
that's why I love the food.
I would
there.
go for the food.
Yeah, the food's delicious.
But I
at
wouldn't
Whole
eat it
Foods.
there. I would never sit down in the Whole Foods to eat the
Right,
food.
but here it's different.
I
but
thi-
in
I
New
know,
York,
listen to me.
you
I mean,
have to.
I mean,
Like,
look, I don't have a problem with people. That's a little more normal than to hang out and socialize at a bar. But I would never do that. There was nothing that would compel me to sit down and say, "Oh, let me eat this here." I pack it up, buy it, go home, and eat my food.
Yeah. Somehow it's okay to go to Whole Foods and get your food and sit outside. But if you go to Winn-Dixie and you get like a half rack of ribs and you sit outside, on a bus, you know what I mean? Like that's not cool.
Then you're trash.
That's not cool.
Well, Winn-Dixie just isn't cool, obviously.
He's right though. It's just weird how these things develop.
Yeah.
Well, you don't pay enough at Winn-Dixie for that.
Winn-Dixie doesn't have free Wi-Fi.
Right.
They're not with
There's
it.
that.
Is there free Wi-Fi at Whole Foods?
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna hang out now?
Yeah, there is.
Uh-oh.
It's actually not that strong a
Ding,
signal.
ding,
It's actually pretty weak.
That's pretty funny.
That means we couldn't broadcast live from there.
No. Probably.
Why don't you talk to JD
Why we
or
wanted to get
JD and see if they want
JD?
to do a live remote from your
The
local
stir-up, right?
Whole Foods?
Can we get JD on the air?
Please, yes.
Secondary guest.
Oh my God.
That Whole Foods around my house. I'm gonna
Oh,
go.
let's
please
go.
get it.
I'm gonna go hook JD up.
JD's a
Now,
guy
your
or a
mission
girl?
is to take a picture of him in there with
Yeah.
JD and be like, look who's
No,
hanging out
we're
at the
gonna-
bar.
We're gonna get the best Adam Case stories from Whole Foods.
They don't even know.
Oh,
JD
JD
knows
does.
you.
Well, they know me by face, but that's it.
That's fine. That's enough.
That's
We'll take-
enough. That's
I'm
enough.
pretty sure you're really memorable. Who's the guy with the bangs who doesn't really talk?
with those creepy eyes.
Yeah, and he keeps bringing us beer to open up for him and doesn't say anything.
He
Like a
talks.
stalker.
He talks, but I can't understand him because he
Yeah.
mumbles so much.
And he's always alone.
This poor guy.
He's got that Taylor Swift lunchbox.
It was on
You
sale at
wear
the dollar
your red
store, okay?
lipstick?
We even got Robert in on the beer. The
That's
views.
fantastic.
Oh my God.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So anyway, since
Please
we only
do.
have like short amounts of time left, so
We can't talk
obviously
about
the
you more?
tea's coming out. What is the future hold
Ooh, the
for
teas.
Caldwell Cigar Company?
I don't know. I mean, FDA obviously is a concern. So what we're doing now
Let me
is
ask something. Is it a real concern or is it just like background noise
setback.
right now? Because I think a lot of guys are operating like it's background.
So here's the thing: we started saving money for FDA a year before FDA happened because we are like kind of
Okay, but saving money for the user fees or saving money for litigation?
before
or
any
saving
of this
money
stuff. Just like I don't
have
know. Yeah, we
Like-
at the second trade show.
Armageddon money,
Yeah, and then so I'm like, hey, there's this FDA, like it's like before the volcano. There's like the little tremors, and I'm like, I think we should probably not make any money right now. We should just because we hit hard. We opened up and our company just went. And so I said, I think we should not make any money, and we didn't pay ourselves salaries for the first 18 months. Like, so anyways, at that point, I'm like, I
call them the Raymond days.
Yeah. So it's like we can repay our investments in these, and I said, no, let's hold this money because I feel like something bad may happen. And then within a couple months, it was like we need to pay ourselves back, blah blah blah, because I have investors. I was like, let's just wait. And then FDA happened, and I was like, So
and how do you feel about that?
Yeah, and then so now with the extension thing that there is, pushing back everything a little bit for us, and then the hurricane extension and all this stuff, it definitely like loosens the tie, but the tie's still there.
Right.
And so with us, it's definitely not. It's like, I mean, it's scary to us. It's not something where it would be background noise. And so since we've been kind of doomsday prepping for it, we can release the pressure a little bit, loosen the tie, but still to us, it's like blah blah blah. And everything that we're doing, everything that we're doing is built around predicate.
I mean, you obviously need the predicate date changed.
Well, yeah or no, because we can do substantial equivalency or we can do packaging
But
changes.
do you have any substantial brands with that?
We don't, but there's ways to do that.
Okay.
So, some of it has to do with, like, we would have to maybe change our factory and our production to different factories. And then some of it has to do with just paying, So there's different avenues through this thing for companies like us. None of them do we like. There's
Right.
no option we like. However, there's
liability.
Yeah, we'll make it through
There's
FDA.
a way to work.
It's just what we have to do
to make it
to
happen.
get through FDA is what we don't necessarily like, And I think every company that's not a predicate company has that same concern. It's like, oh, this is an amazing blend. I really like this blend. Yeah, well, that might have to change.
Yeah.
Or I might have to spend, $200,000 to keep that blend.
Can you make it back and all that?
Yeah, I mean, so, there's definitely things that you have to do. But everything in our future is basically built around, like,
Can you take a blend now that's possible? You're like, oh, this is fantastic and great, and may have to spend X amount of money and put it out in the market now and see how it does, and then see.
There's no cigar that will earn you that much money unless it's a $39 Davidoff. You're the dog.
Okie dokie then.
However, what we're doing is all of our stuff that we've been working on is basically predicate product.
Okay.
That then would have a packaging change type of situation occurring with it. So everything that we're using now is we have like the attorney's letter, this is a predicated product or whatever, and then we'll be doing the packaging change, blah, 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 and then working with guys like this that have those products.
It's got to be such a nuisance.
Oh, no.
And this beautiful box is going to not, that's sad.
The joys of government overlord in 1984 coming to life.
It's we got an FDA soundbite somewhere?
We need one if we don't
we
have one.
You know what I bought the other day?
Hold that thought, because I think this is going to go longer than the 20 seconds I actually have left.
I got 20 seconds. Motorola Razr.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What?
I need one for my 18-year-old, my 8-year-old, 9-year-old daughter.
I want to hear more about that because that is fascinating and very interesting. But we're going to be more with Robert Caldwell. Make sure you check out the KMA Talk Radio Facebook page. Listen to all the great content. In case you missed any part of the show, more to come. We've got about 30 more minutes left right here on KMA.
Mom's watching.
My mom?
Yeah.
Keep it lit.
Mommy.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Since the dawn of time, the universe has been constantly evolving. Now experience the evolution of flavor. Sindicato cigars, available in Ecuadorian shade-grown Corojo and San Andres Marron wrappers, are beautifully crafted by master blender Arsenio Ramos. Using a double-leaf binder and meticulously box-pressed, Sindicato cigars provide the perfect draw to deliver the evolved flavors you won't soon forget. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Sindicato cigars.
Nestor Miranda has always believed it's not just cigars, it's a lifestyle. And the Nestor Miranda collection is handmade at My Father Cigars in Esteli, Nicaragua for your lifestyle. It doesn't matter if you're smooth like the Connecticut, mellow as a Habano, bold like the Maduro, or spicy like the all-new Corojo. The Nestor Miranda collection is blended with your lifestyle in mind. 4 sizes, 4 blends, 1 life. Celebrate your lifestyle with the cigars of the Nestor Miranda collection today.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
The Oliva family, the makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars of the year. And Oliva has a cigar for all smokers, from the newly released Gilberto Oliva Reserva to the bold and rich Oliva Serie V. Oliva cigars can be found at a tobacconist near you, so always ask for Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality. The Oliva family of cigars.
I can barely remember, but my first time was on my boat. Winning! My first time was in the locker room at the gym after a grueling workout. My first time was on a cool, crisp morning right on the 18th hole. Everyone remembers the first time they had Hex. Hex cigars are the perfect balance of body and flavor that will have you reminiscing long after the embers have gone out. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer today, because you will always remember the first time you had Hex.
Monitor 3 humidors at once from one simple device. Caring for your cigars is easy with the new PuroTemp wireless hygrometer from Cigar. You now have the ability to monitor the humidity and temperature in 3 humidors without even having to open them. Ensure protection by setting simple alerts that will warn you when your cigars are not in the optimal environment. Like everything Cigar, this is backed by their lifetime warranty. Stop by your local tobacconist to purchase yours today. Cigar, for life.
To affinity and beyond. That is where Affinity Cigars will take you. These mild to medium cigars use only the finest select high-grade Ecuadorian Connecticut tobacco, creating a cigar that delivers a smooth, rich, creamy smoke with the gentleness of a mother's touch. Affinity Cigars have become America's go-to cigar for that flavorful yet unintimidating smoking experience. Visit syndicatocigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
That's right.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. We are here broadcasting live in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida.
That's what I'm talking about.
Adam K, the Brewmeister.
That's not what I asked for.
With me, of course, Honest Abe. Good morning. And KMA's mistress of morning radio, Erica in the kitty face.
That's right. Morning, guys.
And it's
Get
another
ready.
fun and exciting day. Special thanks to Robert Caldwell for being here as our
Yes.
major maker, hanging out all day and joining in on the fun of this, what has been a tangent-filled excursion down, well, just a crazy lane of life.
Motorola Razor.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Before we went to break, Robert said...
I need to know where you got one, because like my 9-year-old daughter, I already had this conversation with her, that as long as she's living in my home, she's not going to have a phone.
Good. A smartphone.
Well, I was going to get to that part.
Yeah.
I started out with no phone.
Right.
Because a lot of her friends at school, like iPhones already and stuff, at 9 years old. I'm like, it's just not happening. And so get it, absorb that feeling now, because you're going to have it for at least another 9 years. So then, I figure if I do have to get her a phone because I want her to have a phone, because I want to be able to get a hold of her, I need to find an old,
flip phone.
non-smart flip phone. So
I have one, Abe.
Where did you get a Razor?
eBay. And they're $20 completely refurbished.
Oh, no.
Unlocked.
And
I need to buy 2 of those now.
Who services them? Anybody?
Well, here's the beautiful thing. You get an unlocked one. You can go to T-Mobile,
Anyone.
grab a SIM
Really?
card. Yeah, put it in, and it works. And then, like, if it breaks, you throw it away because it was $20.
Oh, I might buy 3 of them. So
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
all
yeah.
3 daughters lined up.
That's
ready
right.
to
That's
go.
what I'm saying. I need 2 right
no,
now.
I got the limited edition one.
Oh, was it $25?
It's $20.50.
Oh!
But what happened with me
Hey,
was
big
I get
spender.
like tech makes me nervous. I'm not a tech guy. I'm not at all a tech guy. I don't like tech.
Preach right here.
I hate this thing.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hate all of this.
You're
I hate the connectivity.
My kind of guy.
Your mom likes tech. She's on Facebook watching you now.
Yeah, but she doesn't.
She needed
really
to say boo.
She doesn't really get tech either. But she. I mean, I like the accessibility with things like that. Like that's cool.
I told him your mom's watching. He goes, what?
I
And your
know.
mom goes, I didn't know she knew how to do that.
It's funny, huh? But so yesterday, I'm driving, for example, I'm listening to music. I'm on Spotify, and I pass Fort Lauderdale Airport, and it pops up a JetBlue advertisement. I've never had a JetBlue advertisement happen on Spotify ever. There's no JetBlue in Miami. JetBlue is in Fort Lauderdale. So it knew I was by Fort Lauderdale. It knew I was on Spotify. Boom. Popped me up an ad. And I'm like, that makes me real angry because I don't like that.
Geolocation, yeah.
I'm seeing
So-
the same feeling come back, right, as the guy with the cigar.
What I've done is I am starting in 2000 and next year, which I believe is
2000
18.
and next year.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Got it? Yep.
Sometimes I
that.
forget what year.
2000 and next year.
So I'm going to start doing an analog and a very analog-y and a digital day. So I'll have a day where, and I don't use laptops. I don't use iPads. I write things down. I have like books that I write things in.
Wait,
So old
wait.
school. I love
Hold
it.
on.
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday.
We had this conversation yesterday. He made how many thousand?
Like 10
10,000. What do they call it? Notebooks.
notebooks.
For branding.
Right.
I said, what's a notebook? I mean, I'm thinking it's something else. Because no, like
It's like
a
an
notebook.
iPad made
Like
out
a
of
notebook.
It's an iPad
Made out of
before
paper.
iPads
He's like
were
a
a
notebook.
thing.
He's like, it's a little square with like 100 blank pages. I'm like, what do you do with it?
I would buy that.
I
'Cause
would too.
I use
My man.
notepads
I take
myself
notes.
at work.
Yeah, lists. That's me.
Yeah.
Notes.
I mean,
I got.
who's gonna carry
How many of them,
around
right?
a notepad?
The counter-revolution.
That's
Hey,
right.
you don't. I love technology. I actually
coming
really
back.
do love it, but I use notepads at work. That's all I use.
Yeah.
I mean, except for when I'm sending an email or something. But I need to take notes. I need to keep track of
Okay.
stuff.
Look at us
It's
getting
all on
on
notepads,
the
and I
same
carry
How
them
big
with
is
me.
that notepad?
I have one that's this big, and then I have the smaller ones that are. I have like the 8x10, and then I have the whatever the smaller versions are from
For
Staples.
my purse, that size is perfect. Just saying.
all right.
You can send
Yeah.
it to him,
I have
and I'll get
multiple-
it.
You're gonna carry a notepad?
No.
Okay.
I have a notes app on my
I,
phone.
it's a notes. I got a whole slew of notes on my phone.
Yeah.
13 of them.
So I think all the digital stuff is bad for your brain somewhere. Like to me, it just stresses me out. The Facebook, Instagram, call, like everything makes me angry. So next year, what I'll do is I'll have,
there's treatment for this.
but if you just don't have
I
it, you don't
understand
need
there's
the treatment.
antidepressants in our water. This was news to
Crazy.
me.
There you go. That's a nice.
That's
pad.
that's one
a
that I
nice
carry
size.
all the time.
But
Yeah.
that's not the one you made 10,000.
No, I make much smaller ones. They fit in your pocket.
Back
There
pocket.
you
Even
go.
better.
Pocket. Yeah.
When I used to do stand up, I used to keep like one of the pocket ones, and I would write my ideas down.
That was
for
like
my
what?
jokes.
Was that movie Friday? Let me check my poem palette.
But when you have a razor, you know how hard it is to send a text on a razor? It's like,
That's why. That's what I said. I tell that to my daughter because that way, if you ever need to text somebody, you're gonna have to go 33447782222.
Hold on, I made a mistake. This is
And then if you made a mistake in the beginning of the text,
Oh,
message,
forget about it.
you have to go all the way
Forget
back.
about it. Oh yeah,
That's horrible.
If she's getting a phone from me, that's what she's getting. I promise.
So she's getting like a stick shift. What kind of car is she gonna get? I can only imagine.
Automatic,
like if the
normal car.
Seriously? No, stick shift all the way.
But she's got to buy. But she's got to buy it herself. Abe's not buying.
Right there, you go. So it's gonna be stick shift with no air conditioning.
Why stick shift?
What do you mean? Why stick shift? Because if you can do that, you can drive any car. If you only learn on automatic, that's the only car you can ever drive.
When have you ever been in a situation where
you need to drive a stick?
I have actually.
I got a great story
times.
for this. So I go. Well, Europe they charge a premium. So I go to the airport and
Get
we
an
go and
automatic.
we go and we pick up 2 cars. So I'm like, whatever.
All we have is the automatic.
No,
I'll take it.
No, so no.
So you get a stick shift unless you ask for an automatic.
So I get like a Clio or whatever it's called, and it's $16 a day. And then my friend's like, I don't know how to drive stick. And then we're 2 parties, like my party and his party, and none of them knew how to drive stick. So the guy's like, oh, you need an automatic? He's like, yeah, 200 euros a day.
Oh. No.
Yeah, and they do that.
Oh,
They
it's not
gouge
sounding
you.
so stupid
They
now,
gouge you.
is
Yeah.
it?
So he ended up spending $1,000 for his car. Mine was like $80.
Huh.
For the 5-6 days.
Good man.
Yeah.
You're a genius.
I know I am.
How
You don't have to
amazing.
tell me.
How did we ever get by without your
It
knowledge?
was rough.
Ooh, it's Erica.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
I don't even know what to say after
Steady
that.
sipping on Haterade over there. I just want to say.
Haterade. No one's going to drive a stick shift.
Are you kidding me? Yes, I just drove one the other day.
Is it Eddie's Jeep? I'm just wondering, Eddie.
It was his Batmobile,
Wait,
actually.
I just want to know, is Jeep being literal or is that symbolic? Just checking.
No, that was being literal.
of a Jeep.
You know, I just didn't want to make sure I'm
He said he doesn't
clarifying
have a
there.
stick shift. He has a sports car.
He does. But isn't a sports car with stick shift is so much better than driving automatic?
I agree.
Thank you.
It's slower somehow with the new automatics.
It
Like-
is.
Like, I need
It's
another
cooler.
thing between eating my food, driving, texting, and now I got a stick shift.
Here's the thought.
Go
Don't
to-
do that.
So if you go to the Razor, if you go to the
Who wants to
Razor,
do nothing,
then
you
you can
agree?
not text, and then you can drive stick.
There you go.
Anyway, welcome back to
Exactly.
Car Talk here on this Saturday
Right?
morning.
Oh, it's a tangent-filled show.
I am Adam K. the
Last show we
Brewmaster.
had was like that also.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
said cigar once.
Because
we have
we're
a buddy.
fun.
We have a buddy here, and we just like to. He joins right in. That's why. That's why,
why.
Robert. You fit right in.
Come on.
So make sure you tune in next week
Because
for
we're
all your
cool.
technological and Car Talk advancements right here on Car Talk.
And how we're going to do our own razor.
So now let's get a little personal. You more than 3/4 of the year are traveling.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're not traveling?
Yes.
What's your downtime? Really?
I usually lock myself in the closet, curl up in a ball, and cry.
Is Matt Booth next to you when this
Perfect.
happens?
Matt Booth is
Is he coddling you? Is he
He's
hugging
outside.
you? Is he
He comes
cradling
in
you?
every now and again.
It's okay, Robert.
When I don't travel, I work a lot. So
No, I mean when you're not working and you're not traveling. What do you do to enjoy
Yeah,
yourself?
what do you do? You do you golf? Do you
I-
swim? Do you scuba? Do you
Pay-per-view?
What do you do?
I mean, you look like a
Pay-per-view,
surfer.
obviously.
Are you a surfer?
I look like that. I wish.
You look like you'd be a surfer.
Yeah,
you do
we
the
spend
surfing.
time outside, obviously, because you know.
I mean,
he's tanner
I
than
like to
am.
go. I like the beach. I like
White
nature.
is tanner than you are.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I like nature. I walk around.
Are you a nature guy?
Yeah, I'm not like a get lost in the woods guy, but I'm like a go to the beach or go to the Everglades once, twice a year guy.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I appreciate it.
You ever been to Alaska?
No.
You gotta
should go.
I went this
I
summer,
want to.
man. Amazing. Especially if you're a nature guy.
Travel for
All
fun.
nature. It's Earth like uninterrupted.
Yeah.
Really
That's
wild.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd like
very
to
cool.
do that.
Like
you're driving down the road. And there's like a
So
bald
you
eagle on the
fish?
streetlight. It's like,
That's awesome.
yeah, dude, for real. That's what happens. Like, is that a bald eagle? Yeah, it is.
They're still around.
I mean, crazy.
Do you
No.
fish?
I don't because I don't have a boat,
Okay.
and then none of my friends have boats that fish. Like they remove the rod holders and put in cup holders.
Right.
Those
It's
are
just,
my
course.
boats.
it's just we're gonna float and
It's a-
drink all
exactly.
afternoon.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right.
So, however, Willie Herrera is a big fisherman.
Really?
He's a flats
Does
fisherman.
he like jump in the water and tackle them, or
Probably.
actually fish? Or what's that fishing?
Reeling?
What's that?
What'd you say?
No. What's that fishing where they put the bait in their hand?
Oh, that's crazy.
The open mouth bass fishing.
What?
And the whole
Yeah, and
the
the
whole
tickling
bass
something?
bites it and they
bites
pull out
eats
the
his
fish.
guy's arm up to here, and then they lift the whole fish out with
It's
their arm.
a catfish. They put their finger in. I forget what
Oh, it's like
called.
Monster Fish, whatever that show is. That guy who's always
Maybe.
catching
I mean,
monsters.
no, literally, the fish eats the arm
Noodling.
up,
Noodling.
eats the arm up to the
Yeah.
elbow,
It does not
and they
sound like a
lift the
fishing
whole
term.
fish out of the water.
It's crazy.
That's real man fishing.
Is that what you're gonna do?
No, absolutely not.
If anybody needs me, I'll be
I don't
home.
get in the murky water above my waist. Forget about it.
I know. That's just crazy.
Fresh water's weird unless it's a river and it's moving fast. like streams and lakes.
Freshwater's weird, like as in it's gross looking.
It smells
It's
too.
slimy.
Yeah.
It is.
People are like, there's sharks in the ocean. I'm like, yeah, but if you pee in the ocean, it's good and it just goes.
Right.
You pee in a lake, you have to think volume of water in there.
That's so bad.
How about the fact that it's just not moving anywhere? It just
Yeah.
sits there.
That's the other thing. Every time I go to the beach, the only time I go in the ocean is
Because you have to pee?
Yeah. It's awesome. And my girl knows, too. My girl looks at me and she's like, I know what you're doing. And I'm like,
that's awesome.
Everybody speaks Spanish. We're in Miami. Shut up.
You ever just be like hugging her and just start peeing on her leg?
A couple times.
Yeah.
But you know where I got that from?
I think every guy does that to his girl. at one
I
point.
got that from her.
Oh, that's bad.
She did it first.
That's so bad.
Good for her.
Romance. We have the same birthday.
No way, really?
November 7th, 10 years apart to the minute.
Oh, so you're almost going to have a birthday.
How,
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
how long you guys been together now?
Almost 2 years.
All right, well, she's not listening right now, so it's going to be serious or what?
It's
Semi-serious?
It's involved.
It's involved.
It's not. It's by no means serious
involved.
because it's too much fun to be serious.
Perfect.
But it's definitely involved and intense.
Okay, well, that's the way.
That's awesome.
Interesting.
Well, she came last time with
Yeah,
you.
yeah. She
we
lives
remember
in
her.
Spain.
Oh.
Yeah. Now she's here for a few months, and then that time she was here for a few months. So you kind of caught her on both bigger trips, and then she's come in the
We
middle.
try to time it that way so you
We
can.
do.
It was good. It was
We
good.
want,
We do
you
our
need an
best.
entourage
It was
too.
good.
So.
It's nice to have a pretty woman in the building.
Yeah, done
Yeah, it is, isn't it, Abe?
Why would you take that as a negative? Two pretty
yeah.
women now.
Yeah. It says
There's
Christina and I are both.
I'm going to get beat up in the parking lot.
You totally are. If your tires are flat, I don't know what happened.
I'm going to need you to walk me
She's
out.
got one of
Robert.
those kidnapper vans too. She'll just throw you in the back and just drive off, man. We'll never see you again.
All her Kratom buddies from the bar are going to jump me.
I got one of those. I got an '88 Suburban.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's.
Is that the one? Yours? That's
Oh,
what's
yeah.
down there. I went
Oh,
down
yeah.
there to get
That's
the
a tank.
blanket. It is
me,
a
no?
tank. Oh my gosh!
That's
It's
fun.
funny. That's the car I picked too. I was like, I bet you that's his car.
$6,000, baby.
Anyway, this is the Off the Rails KMA Talk Radio.
And then $6,000 in gas
We're going
to
to
get
take
here.
a short break. When we come back, we'll see who belongs in a cigar insane asylum. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
This is Eric Espinoza, and over the years, many cigar aficionados have enjoyed my highly rated brands, 601, Murcielago. In the spirit of continuing improvement, I have purchased my own factory, La Zona, in rich and fertile tobacco region of Esteli, Nicaragua. After almost 2 decades in the cigar industry, I have created a brand I finally feel is worthy of my name. Espinoza cigars are made with only the finest tobaccos, hand-selected and aged to perfection. Our cigars are bold in flavor, yet refined to the palate. For more information, visit EspinozaCigars.com.
I could barely remember, but my first time was on my boat. Winning! My first time was in the locker room at the gym after a grueling workout. My first time was on a cool, crisp morning right on the 18th hole. Everyone remembers the first time they had Hex. Hex cigars are the perfect balance of body and flavor that will have you reminiscing long after the embers have gone out. Visit SindicatoCigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer today, because you will always remember the first time you had Hex.
Sereno Royale Cigars, created at the La Corona Cigar Factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. Each artfully crafted blend comes to life under the watchful eye of master blender Omar Gonzalez Aleman and industry veteran Anthony Sereno. A combination of hand-selected tobaccos from the fertile soils of Esteli and Jalapa are aged for over 5 years and then draped with a luxurious wrapper leaf. A post-roll aging process of 2 additional years brings you an endlessly complex and balanced experience. Visit our website at serenocigars.com.
If you had to pack a go bag, what would go in it? For Pepe Mendez, it was his rare Pilotico tobacco seeds, which he personally carried to the Dominican Republic half a century ago. In tribute, we introduced the Monte Cristo Pilotico Pepe Mendez, a robust cigar with nutty, leathery notes and a slow burn that marks the rebirth of a golden age. Try the new Monte Cristo at your local cigar lounge, and you may want to pack one to go too. Surgeon General warning, tobacco smoke increases the risk of lung cancer and heart disease even in non-smokers.
Quality and value are always the 2 biggest determining factors for consumers when making buying decisions. Casa Bella by Sindicato Cigars offers superior flavor, quality construction, and an affordable everyday price. Completely handmade in the Dominican Republic, these value-priced, smooth yet flavorful cigars are comprised of Dominican and Nicaraguan filler tobaccos, and they're available in natural and Maduro wrappers. Visit SindicatoCigars.com to find your nearest authorized dealer of Casa Bella cigars.
Hey, fools, how about a game of cutthroat? It's your funeral. That's my kind of game. Arnold, I hope your pool playing is better than your choice of cigars. What do you mean? Wow, tough crowd. Here, try this Recluse cigar. You're gonna need all the help you can get. Don't be stingy. Let me get one of those. Recluse. Wow, that's a good smoke. Now I can bring my A game. I think you should stick with that Recluse cigar and work on your B game, because you don't have an A game. And I know a little something about games. Boom. Ooh, that's cold.
Cigar enthusiasts, did you know your personal freedom to enjoy a fine cigar is affected by some form of smoking ban in all 50 states? Additionally, taxation on premium cigars is at its highest level in history, with some states taxing at an astronomical rate of 75%. Finally, there's a solution. CRA, Cigar Rights of America, is the first and only non-profit public advocacy association fighting for your freedom to enjoy a fine cigar. Don't just sit there. Become part of the solution. Become a CRA member today. Membership is only $35 a year. That's less than $3 a month. And as a special bonus, CRA will send you 2 limited edition cigars as a way to say thank you for joining. Visit cigarrights.org for more information and to become a member.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
The dance off.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. I am Adam K. the Brewmeister. With me, of course, everyone's host with the most, Honest Abe.
Man, you know it's an interesting show.
Go by.
I can't believe this is the last segment of the show already.
Yep. It is flown by as we are here. And, of course, our mistress of morning radio, Erica.
Going to beat me up in the parking lot after the show.
You are lying.
And our meter maker, Robert Caldwell. Robert, thanks for being here once again.
My pleasure.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
It was a good show.
We've barely talked of the topics of cigars whatsoever.
But you know what? That's sometimes
you
the
know
best
what?
show. We got
Yeah.
to know a little bit about him, his tolerance
Sometimes they
level.
wanna know, I mean-
In fact,
you know,
he's
learn
in the
about
ocean.
licorice.
Right,
Yes.
he's in the ocean. I
Yes,
mean, where else are you
so,
going to find that out?
I
Come on.
won't go in pools with him now. Yeah.
Pools are safe. He already said if the water's stagnant.
Pool's got a lot of chlorine.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
So
man.
put the blue stuff in there, right? What
That's
turns
not
blue?
a real thing.
It
Yeah,
should be a real thing.
It's not a real
I wish
thing.
it was because, I mean,
You
it
know
would never
no,
work.
you don't
You
wish
know-
it was, because when you're in a pool
Do you
with
know
a
how
bunch of
many
kids.
people think that's a real thing?
Yeah.
From what movie was that? Dads or something? Or
I still
a
think it's
Sandler movie.
Yeah.
What was it?
Yes, it was.
All the dads are in a pool. They all got the
Kevin
blue
James
spot.
is
Yeah, they
there.
all got the blue
every
spot.
time. Every time I'm in a pool, though, I pee like a little bit, and then I stop and then
Just
I
to
look
check.
down just to check.
That's so funny, man.
True story.
You know what I want to do?
You are so fantastic.
I want to bring a Ziploc bag of blue food coloring in the pool.
Oh,
That's just
that's
true.
what's so
Release it and just watch everybody freak
Oh,
out.
that's amazing.
Anyway, with
that would be hilarious.
With that, let's see this week who belongs in a cigar insane asylum.
Welcome to the Cigar Asylum,
Did you know I'm utterly insane? We all go a little mad sometimes.
where logic and reason cease to exist.
This week, who belongs in a cigar insane asylum? Brought to you by CLE and Asylum Cigars.
This week's inductee proves that the human body can do more than what we could ever expect. Yes,
Feats of strength.
this is actually local here. Martin County Sheriff's Office deputy pulled over Heather Zachman. Anybody in the room know Heather Zachman? She's
Nope.
not far away. 28 years old of Jensen Beach, Florida, who authorities say was driving recklessly with a suspended license. When the deputy found, then was hardly ordinary. The deputy noticed that Zachman was acting odd and strange. After she got out of her car and started squirming, she eventually told the deputy that she had hidden something, and literally it was inside her. She admitted there were 2 hypodermic needles and a pipe used for smoking cocaine tucked in her buttocks area.
Chookus.
Yeah. True story. Investigators got to the literal bottom of things, and she was arrested and faces a felony charge of cocaine possession and a misdemeanor charge of possession of drug paraphernalia. Congratulations, Heather. You give new meaning to the word butt crack by concealing drugs in your caboose. You are this week's inductee
crack.
into Cigar Insane Asylum, brought to you by the fine folks of CLE and Asylum cigars.
Those pipes are made out of glass too. Imagine if that thing broke.
I have no idea, man.
Oh my gosh!
I read some of these.
right?
I read some of these things. I'm like, for reals?
Why?
I didn't believe the story in
didn't.
our
He
prep
searched
meeting
it.
yesterday.
Yep.
I actually Googled it. I'm like, this is not real.
He's like, Paul, is this a real story?
And we
He's like,
found
"It
a couple
is."
of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've caught ones that are not real before we've gone
Yes.
on air and switched them. But I've been checking them a lot lately.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's crazy the things that actually happen.
KMA, we're not here to give you fake news.
Yes.
We are not.
No fake.
We are one of
news.
the few legitimate news agencies left on the air.
Right, we're not.
That is a sad tale if that's the
Isn't
truth.
it? It is
Dude,
the
the
truth.
sad part
has
is
to
it's
be the
probably
truth.
closer to the truth than you want to believe.
It is closer to the
Yes.
truth. Yeah, it's
We're giving hardcore liner news. So what's doing for the holidays? Thanksgiving in this country? Are you going to
country.
Spain with your lovely lady?
No, Thanksgiving.
They
I'm
don't
going,
do Thanksgiving in Spain.
No,
yeah.
they have their own thing, but different time
Holiday.
of year. I'm going to North Carolina to my mom's house for
Nice.
Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Hopefully, get some skiing in because it's already snowing up
Is
there.
there good skiing in North
It
Carolina?
is.
No,
We gotta
so
go.
so there is and there isn't.
North Carolina right now.
The good thing with North Carolina is if you want to be a good skier, go learn to ski there because you're skiing like slush, solid ice, rock face.
Yeah, not great
No,
skiing.
terrible skiing,
Right.
which makes you a great skier.
Right.
So the first time
You
I
go
went to Colorado,
you were
like
like,
I grew up
"This is
skiing in North Carolina, and then the first time I went to Colorado, I'm like, go all the way like double black diamond. Wow.
Yeah, like this
Aspen.
powder is easy.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this? I'm like,
Where is
is
this
a joke.
ice?
No, and in North Carolina, like there's like rocks covered with ice, like you're ice skating on skis.
Wow.
I mean, it can get rough. Sometimes it's nice, but it can get real rough. And then when you learn to ski there, like I was thinking a double black in North Carolina compared to double black in Colorado. The Colorado has to be way harder. No comparison. North Carolina, way harder.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, is it a big family that comes to North Carolina? You've got brothers and sisters, or just you?
I have 3 sisters, of which I think one will be there with her kids.
Are you the baby boy?
No, I have one younger. So yeah, kind of. But then
You're
I have,
the baby boy.
Yeah, but then I have one younger.
So you're 3 sisters and a brother.
3 sisters. Yeah.
And you're the brother,
Yeah.
right? I got 3 girls and a boy. Look at that. What was it like growing up with 3 sisters?
I became a drug addict at a early age. No, it was. Yeah, watch out. It was, but true story also. But it was very interesting. The weird thing is,
Interesting.
what happens is I became like the mediator of the women, and so my mom will talk to me to talk to my sister, or my sisters amongst each other. Like you end up with this weird role of like mediating because. There's a lot of something going on with those women, and then they don't want to talk. They're like, "Can you tell your sister this?" And they all get along, but then I end up being like, I mean, literally the guy in the middle.
Right.
It's very, very weird.
Wow.
So
All right.
They're grateful for you.
Interesting.
yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Family dynamics, the things we give you here on KMA Talk Radio.
I feel like we
Listen,
should
you come here
charge
for everything.
this
That's
episode.
I know,
right.
exactly.
I mean, so much
We
free
do.
advice.
We charge
you
our
know.
sponsors. We do.
Yes, so make sure you check out the KMA Talk Radio Facebook page. Post your best caption in this week's caption contest, and you might be going home with an MX-8.
We got a new.
Cutter.
Follow us on social media because we started something new. We actually started it yesterday. Our prep meetings for the show. After my meeting with you, we did our show prep meeting. They're usually about 45 minutes long, hour tops. Are usually hilarious. The stuff we talk about. So we started videotaping them, and you'll start seeing them now. Not in full length, but
Oh,
little
it's just an
highlights.
extension of today.
Yeah, little highlights
You know.
and snippets of.
But with
Facebook.
cursing.
But with
Yeah.
cursing.
Yes, unedited.
Lots of cursing.
Unedited. So yeah, I mean, it's,
Yes,
it's
somebody
a little bit.
I may or may not have used the F word
A lot.
about.
You were going.
lot.
Yeah, you were
Well,
a potty
look who
mouth
I was
that day.
contending with.
I was kind of taken aback.
I didn't know she had such a sailor's mouth on her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, don't
I
forget
do.
did we plug CaldwellCigars.com? Don't forget to check that out as well.
Yeah, it'll say website not working.
No, you're kidding.
No,
Really?
it's been like that for 6 months.
Really? Is that like a thing now?
We got
We don't
He
want a
hates
website to
social
work.
media, so he's like that.
I mean, I
every day.
just see him doing that. Let's take the
send
website
us
down for a
send
few
us
months.
send us a letter in the mail.
Yeah.
I actually hold on.
Fox it.
Hold on. I print out and I pay my bills and I send them in with stamps and paper checks.
No, you do
Yes,
not.
I do.
I pay a portion.
Stop
by,
it.
I pay a portion by paper check.
Why?
So basically, if you'd
They
like
don't
to
have
know
an
more
online
about Caldwell
portal.
Cigars, make sure you send a homing pigeon
Oh my gosh.
to Linwood in the Roberts office in Miami.
That's funny. But I can see him do that. Hey, I think we should just take our website down for like 4 months. Just say it's down.
It's just we just don't want.
If they want us to
deal
call.
with that. Just
He's such a liar. It's up. I'm looking at it.
Is it up now?
It was up. It was up last week.
Was it really?
Yeah, I used it because I wasn't. There was one of the cigars. I always like to list the cigars, so I usually get the brands from your website, and that's where I
It was down for about 4 months.
It's up now.
Wow.
I'm going to it
That's
now.
good.
It looks like it's working. Yeah, it's
That's
working.
good.
Sweet.
It
So
helps
you can
with
check
business
out
when your
the now
website
working
functions.
Caldwell Cigars.
Nice. CaldwellCigars.com.
There you go.
That's one less thing I have to do next week because on my list was literally finding a way to fix our website.
Yeah, it's up
There's
and running.
somebody you need to
I
thank.
bet you if you go to Whole Foods and sit at the bar, you'll find somebody there.
Yes, you
Put it
will.
together.
Ask for JD.
Ask for JD.
Anyway, it's been a fantastic show. Thanks to Robert Caldwell for being here. Next week, we'll be live in Miami at La Zona
Miami.
Palooza.
Man, I can't believe it's been a whole year. It's been longer than a year, though,
Yeah,
it was in the
because
spring.
it was in the spring. It was like
Yeah.
a year and a half, actually.
Eric does a big thing, so we'll be in La Zona Palooza next weekend live.
What day is that?
Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So till then, keep it lit.
Awarded the 2014 Nicaraguan Cigar of the Year with numerous 90-plus ratings, the Perdomo 20th Anniversary Cigar celebrates Tabacalera Perdomo's 20 years as one of Nicaragua's largest premium cigar manufacturers. Using only the highest priming tobaccos grown exclusively by the Perdomo family, the 20th Anniversary Cigar has a tremendous profile with layer upon layer of rich, elegant, complex flavors. Visit your nearest authorized tobacconist today and experience the masterful blend of these Nicaraguan puros. Now available in extremely limited edition pyramid size in sun-grown or Maduro.
The all-new